All right. Okay. Absolutely magnificent. Oh my god, this OST goes so hard, bruh. Absolutely magnificent. I think so. Let's see. Absolutely magnificent. I think that's enough. Maybe we need a... There we go. All right, it's time to go clap. Time to go clap cheeks. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Skits Tony live stream. My name is Skits. Happy Monday, everybody, as well. Hopefully you're having a beautiful Monday so far. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet that we call Earth. And what the fuck is that? An Anku, right? And yeah, man. Today we are going to be playing some old school RuneScape, and we are going to be taking care of some beautiful, beautiful, and amazing Slayer tasks, Bredesky. You know, oh my. Oh, come on, bruh. Come on, dog. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I need help from the cannon, bro, with these specters. Let me tell you that. So yeah, I started this this task yesterday with not on stream, but while I was talking to a homie. And yeah, we had like 200 something aberrant specters to clamp. Here I am, almost halfway done, and yeah, you know, got kind of a little headache. I don't know what the hell going on, bro, but I've been having very consistent headaches. Not good, you know. I'd say this one is also a very minor one, from like a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most painful, 1 being the most, or 0 being like the most docile or painless headache. I think this ranks in a 1. I got a 1 out of 10 headache. It's not that bad, but it's still a 1 out of 10, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, here we are, slaying, taking care of business. We're also listening to some beautiful Final Fantasy IX Celtic Hearts, Celtic BGM. Beautiful OST by the good homie Pixel Arts, who I so graciously know of because of my friend Helix. And wow, I am kind of astonished by the original soundtrack, if I'm being honest. It's beautiful. Magnificent. And yeah, man, the weekend was very nice. My weekend was great. A lot of gains, I guess, in RuneScape. You know, I played average. I didn't stream that much, and I didn't game that much either, which was a nice change of pace, you know? I don't have to, like, I realized I could just do other things. And I had a lot of fun, bro. You know? I hung out with my boy Helix a lot. It was great fun. We were watching footy and just kicking it, bro. And it was good. It was good. It was very nice. Very, very nice spending time with my boy. And, you know, hopefully this week I'm going to ramp it up more. I'm going to stream more. Maybe in the morning and in the afternoon. Whoa. Calm down, Brett. Calm down, Bredeski. And, you know, I think I definitely feel like it. I know what you guys feel about this, though. Maybe we play Pokemon in the afternoon. I would love to, bro. And what is up, says my main eye show Spy 007 in the building. And we also have the most beautiful and amazing French Canadian in the entire building too. Big Marky. It's Papa in the building. Good morning, boys. What's cracking? Well, I was just saying, you know, here I am playing some old school RuneScape skis, baby. Slaying some Amber Inspectors. Got 120 left. And got a headache in the pain scale. A 1 out of 10 headache. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's actually a very mild headache, but still a 1 out of 10. Oh my God, we got that many Guam leaves, huh? Sheesh. Gotta go to the bank. And yeah, man, just chilling, man. Had a pretty good weekend. Hung out with my boy a lot. My boy Helix. What the fuck is going on here? Aw, man. And, you know, just chiseling, bro. Chiseling, enjoying Monday as much as I can. And, yeah, man, here, alive. Monday. Taking care of business. Stream skis. And just having a good time, man. Now hanging out with you guys. And I got a Void Waker gem last night, then got PK'd. Oh, man. Other than that, pretty peachy. Nice, my G-Spy. Hey, bro, well, you know, I think Destiny played out like that yesterday. You got the Void Waker. Bam. And, you know, you had to get PK'd with that. The irony, right? Or just, like, the coincidence. But, you know, I think what's going to happen is that next time you PK somebody, they might have a Void Waker on them or something even more juicy, you know? That's what I can say. You know? Yanowski. And yeah, man, what about you, Mark? What's up? What's going on? Talk to me, baby. How you doing? You know? Oh, no. Oh, well. Okay, I'm never gonna die, you know. At least not in here. So I always do get low health sometimes. You know. It might be a little bit dangerous. But yeah, guys. What's going on? And how was your weekend, Spy? Mark, talk to me, Breskies. How was them weekends? Oh my God, all these disgusting axes. I need to run out of prayer, bruh. I need to make this prayer pot count. What the hell? Boom, boom. There we go. Double artillery. We gotta. Oh my God, you're right. Oh no. Oh no, we're screwed, bruh. Can we stop? Empty. Can we empty this? What are we gonna do, bruh? What are we gonna do, Ski, bro? No, no, no. No, 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 no. What are we gonna do, Ski Bro? Okay, we gotta do something because we gotta engineer. We gotta engineer some room here. This is maximum level engineering right now. Bam. Oh my god, we barely made it, bro. Yeah, we gotta dip right now. Got way too many Guam leaves and stuff. And you smell that? Yeah. It reeks of the smell of me going back to work next week. Not good, right? Uh-oh. And any big drops lately? Ask my man Spy. Not really, bro. You know, I've been depleting my cash stack very slowly. You know, the amount of cannonballs and blood runes that a man has to use to sustain Slayer is abominable. But you know, it's in the game. It's in the game, right? We have probably 850 mil, and I got some more with what I got going on right now, like gear wise. But Berdeski, you know, we again, I since I haven't been hunting antelopes, bro. Since I have not been hunting antelopes, the net worth has decreased. You know, you know, maybe I am over my my hunting moonlight antelope days. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. You know, I did it for so long. It's just like bread. But maybe I will start going back to making GP. Maybe I will go back and start making I'll start slaying moonlight antelopes again. I mean, it's very chill. And it's money. You know, it's GP. But it's honestly like bread. Bredeski. Again, when you do something for so long, it's like I kinda wanna try new gold making methods, you know what I'm saying, bro? Kinda wanna try and do something else. You know? But we will see. The herb sack is empty. Good. All right. We kind of we will see. We will see. We will see what happens. I'm still pretty happy, you know. I'm still very happy that we got what we got. You know, cash stack and all. Like I'm still pretty wealthy, you know. But I am the kind of guy who's like, you know, every time the net worth go down, bro, like, you know, I get stabbed by a lance top shit, you know? Good morning, brother. I'm going to bring the wife to work. Oh, well, we got the car unlocked. Hey, my G. Did he? Oh, he signed off? Okay. So not really, bro. You know, lately it hasn't been anything like too crazy type shit, you know. It's just been, it's kind of been like a normal day at work for weeks, you know. Hey man, you wake up, you shower, you eat, and you go to work, you come back home, you shower, you eat, go to sleep, you do it all over again. Rinse, repeat. This is what like Slayer look like, bruh. But it is what it is, you know. Actually, I think I'm gonna do something stupid. Hopefully I don't. There we go. They're not gonna attack me, right? Oh, they are. Ha ha, these idiots. Okay. That's what's gonna be. Alright, let's start blasting the homie then. I think he is in range for cannon. No? Wow. Okay. And yeah, let's turn the game audio on, bro. It's not on. Hey, what about you, my G Spy? Have there been any any gains, any significant gains, anything interesting. Unlike me, you know, it's just pretty average stuff. Other than the Void Waker, has there been anything that stands out? I know what's also going to stand out in a few minutes. My wife's going to bring me coffee. It's going to be great. Kind of fiending here for a big coffee, baby. Yikes. And again, I'm very happy that we're also listening to this Final Fantasy IX Celtic Hearts music mix. Absolutely beautiful, man. The intro soundtrack, just, you know, easy Tony. Oof, a Snapdragon seed. I like that. I like that. I like that. It's money. Yeah, boys. Has anybody, you know, has anybody been up to something juicy? Oh man, I think I could be a little bit more, not necessarily talkative, but more high energy if I just wasn't getting clamped by this freaking headache, man. You know why? But hey, it is what it is. Oh, let me also charge. Yeah, let me start charging my my phone, bro. Oh my God, this guy, Brodusky. There we go. Yeah, man. I think at one point I'm gonna have to start, like maybe when I go underneath 100k cannonballs. Still a long way to go for that. But I think 100k cannonballs is pretty gnarly, right? 99 specters left. 98. Yeah, man, you know, I don't know, health wise, like it's all kind of crazy since surgery, since I got my surgery. And brother, it's just, you know, I've been clapped by headaches, by fevers, just by all this nonsense. Come on, bro. There we go. Another Snapdragon seed. Very nice. That'll certainly, I think the amount of prayer potions that you get per task, they kind of cancel each other out with you know. Yeah, man. There we go. Never mind. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of this probably. Maybe, you know, I think I do feel like playing Pokemon later. Oh, we just gotta do something else. What's going on? We gotta do like the diaries, right? Oh my. The achievement diaries. Which, you know, it's not bad. It's good stuff. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. And whoever sent those hearts, I saw 2 hearts on the side of, I just saw like a bang bang. Whoever that was. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I love you too. I see everything. I might have a headache, but I'm in my prime, you know? I see everything that happens. It doesn't matter. See, another heart. Another heart. You know, ADHD works wonderful if we're streaming, bro. Like, honestly, you know what's going on. Now, you choose, I guess, what to react to and what to not to react to. But as soon as you guys say something in the chat, I know. As soon as you got... What? Jesus. There we go. No? Come on, bruh. Bredesky. I guess we gotta go under here. There we go. Yeah, man. You know, having ADHD is a blessing. Could be a curse sometimes for sure, but hey, man, we're not here to focus on the negatives. There are bad things about it, of course. But for live streaming, Bresky. Very good. I think more good than bad. There we go. And I think we're dealing with these specters pretty quickly, man. I don't know what be going on. Come on, man. Like, for real, bruh. There we go. And yeah, I think aberrant specters drop pretty good stuff, which is very nice. The loot is very nice. The loot is very, very nice, let me tell you. The loot is fairly nice. I really like specters. They're very chill. Cannonable. Beam, boom, bam. You know. Get that booty, says Mark. Yeah, we are getting that chest. That treasure chest. And, hey, man, yeah, 2 snaps. Immediately. 2 snapdragon seeds. Kind of like back to back. Not bad, bro. It's like 10 Renar seeds in one. You know what I'm saying, bro. Now, do we got the cannon here? Yes, we do. So, 1 more week for you to work, Mark, huh? Or just 1 more week of vacation. Better yet. Wow. 1 more week ski, huh? You don't sound that enthusiastic, right? You don't sound that happy. Well, you know, I guess I could relate. Like, I remember when I used to work in the English Institute, bro. In Rouge. Dude, Saturdays were, like, I didn't really have any problem going to work from Monday to Friday. And mostly because, again, my students and my co-workers, my other teachers, we had a very good group of teachers, man. And, like students as well, broski. I was blessed. But on Saturdays... Oh, hell nah, bruh. I was miserable. And, you know, I worked like half days on Saturdays. It wasn't a full day either. It was half a day of work. You know, only from the AM to like 12:30 p.m. max. But nah, man, these group of kids that I had to teach, they were so diabolical, man. It just completely ruined it for me. So I guess that's work experience wise. That's the worst it's ever been for me. And again, when I tell you I was really miserable on Saturdays with this group of demons, I was like, my mental health plummeted, you know? And very often would I ask myself, why the fuck am I doing this? You know, it's for the money. Needed the guap, baby. But, oh hell no, you know, I would not do it again, even if I had, even if the money was a necessity. Now I know, you know, I got more experience under my belt. I taught at this institute in, like, you know, 2015, bro. 2016. It's almost 10 years ago. Oh, hell no. It was a good experience, though. It was nice. And now I even have more experience. And now I know, like, I can find my... If I were to teach English again, I know where to find all my students. Like, in a day. It's a beautiful, magnificent website. It's a place called Reddit. And word of mouth, you know. I got a lot of good students who they've put a good word of me, you know, in the streets. So I got a very good reputation, you know. I got an extremely good reputation. Pretty much the best, tippity top. Because Skits is the man, you know. But yeah, man, I was miserable when I worked on, you know, this institute on Saturdays. Holy Christ. It was bad. My mental health, again, was not... Like, you know, I say that right now my favorite day of the week is Monday. My favorite day of the week 10 years ago was probably Sunday. I didn't have nothing to do with the institute. You know, and it wasn't like, you know, Monday through Friday I was the happiest, go luckiest teacher or whatever. I was pretty normal. Again, I was blessed to have amazing students. And, you know. But I think the institute was very exploitative. This fucking made you work ungodly amount of hours, back to back with very little to no rest. It was terrible. And I think I never told you I did an internship as a teacher. Wow. It's awesome. How was that like, Mark? This internship as a teacher. What the hell's going on? Oh, go. I don't know if whether to pop. Nah, yeah, I need to pop this one, bro. I need to pop this shit. I've been getting a lot of Renars too, which is great. But yeah, you know, I've also, again, I've been very lucky, man, throughout the course of my life. Had a good time working at the Clear Ice Factory, at my dad's place, teaching, streaming. I think streaming and the Clear Ice Factory. Can't tell you how much I miss working at the Clear Ice Factory. It was so goated, bro. It's probably the job that I've been paid the least. But again, for me, money's not that much. Like, you know, it is important for sure. But I'm all about vibes, baby. And bro, the vibes at the Clear Ice Factory were immaculate. Best of vibes. And my co-workers were they were so nice, man. And especially during lunchtime, bro. Like, we would all get our phones out, eat, and play Diablo or Call of Duty Mobile or another game. It's like a mobile shooter called Free Fire. These homies were obsessed with Free Fire, bro. And some of them were just so stupid. And they're so funny, you know. They're like, dude. And you could not be like, if we weren't listening to music. Again, like, once you learned the systems, and everybody had like a very unique, different job. I had to make like spheres and cubes with I had to make spheres most of the time, and then sometimes I had to make cubes. And you know, some kind of we took rotations using the chainsaw. You know, like kind of lifting the giant ass block of ice and then chopping it up and taking some ice to a huge ass freezer. Wait a second. There we go. Gucci now. So yeah, imagine being a mess at 3:30 a.m. Then you're in front of some of those. At the bar 4 hours later with 0 sleep. Damn. That's ruthless, bro. Ruthless Tony. So yeah, man, you know, the ice factory was nice, and everybody had like a very unique role in the assembly line. And if we weren't listening to music, like maybe when, you know, your first week or 2 or 3, you couldn't, because you really had to like memorize down to a T what you had to do in your very specific job or assignment. But then afterwards you could blast music. You could even have headphones blasting music, or we would just put music in these like giant ass Bluetooth speakers that we had. And man, we were listening to music. Everybody took turns putting on the shit that they liked. And then we would listen to rap or hip hop, or like it was goated, bro. It was for real, bro. And it was a lot of fun. I think after streaming, that has been my favorite job. Teaching's definitely been the most fulfilling, but fun for me, yeah, streaming and or YouTube and or Clear Ice Factory. Pretty chill, bro. Absolutely. What do you guys? I know Mark works, and I know you know, I know a lot of you guys must have a job or must have had a job before or are currently looking for one. What would you guys say is your most is a job that you've had the most fun in, or the most fun experience at work? At a, you know, at a specific job, or what the fuck is dude, what is going on with my Canon? Doesn't it want to work, bruh? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. And stump grinding, says my main iShow spy. Something about tearing a stump up with a machine. So that you had a lot of fun doing that. I don't even know what that stump. That would be pretty interesting to like watch a video of, or like see it visually, because I can't imagine anything with my stupid head. I fail. And my internship was pretty fun. It was adult education. Some a-holes I went to school with were the student. I was the teacher. Flex. Let's go, baby. Just love how Mark types. Flex. What an idiot, bro. And yeah, like a tree stump, that was my first business and how I got through college. Let's go, man. Gotta clap that shit up for my man I Show Spy right now. Let's go, baby. Nice, bro. I'll admit it. I was a degenerate, man. Like, I've been teaching ever since I was like 19, 20. But for the longest time, I wouldn't do it for money. Let's say I did it for clout. And because, you know, certain people that wanted to learn, I was just that fond of. But I didn't start making money until way later in my life. I was like maybe 23, 24, 25 type shit. What I would do, and you know what? I think this is just how funny it is. When I was in boarding school in Canada, again, the house, like the boarding house that we were all in. Again, mind you, there's like 100 students, bro, per like house. It's a huge fucking house. It's like a dorm room. There's hundreds of students. So every certain often, like, there were many dorm houses and whatever, right? But every so often, your dorm house had, like, you had kitchen duty in the school cafeteria at night. Cleaning. Right? Not cooking, cleaning. And, bro, everybody hated it. Everybody hated it. And, you know, pretty much, if you weren't in like under a scholarship, like, you were a pretty wealthy kid from a wealthy family. And, you know, I figured one time my roommate was like, hey man, you know, I really want to go to this girl's dorm and smoke weed. Like, I don't want to do this shit. Can you do it for me, bro? I'll pay you 30 Canadian. It's like, what? 30 Canadian? Oh, hell yeah. And then I put two and two together, man. I could, like, you could even make like $60 in a day. Because sometimes, you know, you had 2 shifts back to back. And then, you know, with 2 different kids. Bruh, I started taking up that shit heavy. And, dude, you're getting paid $30 or $60 at worst for 1 or 2 hours of cleaning. Bruh. Alright. Dude, I was a millionaire at one point. Just by cleaning. You know? And then I used all this money. I was freaking 13 years old, bro. I was 13. You know, in my second year in boarding school, I was 14. Guess what I was buying with all this money that I had? Number one, weed. You know, I was smoking. And then I bought all, bruh, sometimes, like, I had a homie who was, like, my senior. His name was John Maurice. He was a guy who showed me Naruto, bro. And a lot of my homies, or my, like, floor mates in my boarding school were just G'd out, bro. Like, again, Skits has often the blessing that God just puts me in front of, you know? Like, I only got bullied once in my life, and it wasn't even in school. It was this little asshole. I think I've told this story on stream. But everywhere else, and especially in Canada, bro, you know, like man, Canadians, or at least the Canadians that I went to school with, my school, my teachers, like the deans, you know, bruh, the coaches, everybody in my fucking boarding school was swagged up. like personality-wise, and they were just good people, bro. In every single grade. You know, I don't understand sometimes how, like, you know, sometimes when you see like a teen drama or like a high school shit, and it's either like American or whatever, it's anywhere in the world really, or Korean or European, like the main character gets fucking bullied to death, and or there's like a bully or two and shit. I'm not saying that isn't real. All right, I'm not saying that, you know, bullying can't happen, but bruh, Skits Tony, I never seen that much. You know, they're sometimes I seen homies playfully, like, you know, pick on somebody, but it's not like hardcore bullying type shit where a homie's driven to tears and, you know, he got PTSD and they expel the other kids and there's all this fuss. Nah, man, my dorm house in my boarding school, everyone was goated, bruh. And there were jocks, there were football players, hockey players, lacrosse players, nerds, you know, like people who didn't give a shit about sports, people who were dumb as hell, people from all kinds of backgrounds, bruh. It was like a family for real, bro, you know. And what would happen is, you know, like with the guy who showed me Naruto. By the way, Noah, what's up, Skids? Here for the stream, homie. Good morning, my G. And Ava, hiya. Hi back. I'm in the middle of a story. I'll get back to you guys in a second. And by the way, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys are having a beautiful day. Story time, boys. So yeah, man, like John Maurice, this homie who was like 3 years my senior, was fucking massive of a human being. He was a unit. He was an ice hockey player and a football player. He was fucking jacked, massive, like a gladiator in a 17-year-old's body. He was fucking massive, bro. And he was such a sweetheart, bro. And he would always be like, yo, Skids, it's fucking Naruto. Like, Naruto release. And then he burned all the episodes in a CD. And he always came with, like, snacks and shit. And sometimes he would order pizza. We'd have like chicken wings and pizza. Like, dog, the guy was fucking solid. And he didn't have to do none of this. Especially for free. And I was like, you know what? Like, it's on me this time. Like, I'm going to treat my boy, bro. And sometimes I would show up to his fucking room with like 2 giant pizzas, a bag of chicken wings, and like 4 liters of root beer. And he'd be like, no way. And then we'd go blaze, bruh. We'd get high. And then we'd watch Naruto blazed. And then some other homies like joined us and shit. And you know, it was that, bruh. It was that. Now I would spend, bruh, I can't tell you how much money I would drop on pizza, man. Like, bruh, between weed and snacks, that's like, I never really bought clothes or you know, we had to buy laundry detergent. We had to buy like certain supplies to keep our rooms clean or our clothes clean and shit like that. But you know, it's not that much. Again, sometimes I was making like $300 a week as a 13-year-old, maybe sometimes even more. And bruh, you know, I like to, like, they spoiled me. I was the only Venezuelan in 1 year. So I was like a mythical creature. You know? It was like some other guy from, like, I don't know, man, the DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and Venezuela. You had this, like, list. You had this, like, board where, you know, that detailed where everybody was from, and mostly, you know, Canadians, Americans, Mexicans, whatnot. At the bottom of the bottom, man, it was just one Venezuelan and one homie from the Democratic Republic of Congo. And, again, we were like exotic beings, bro. So, I don't know. And also, maybe, you know, God always looking out. He's the G, man. God always looking out for me, for real, bro. And I was just very lucky, man. I was very lucky. And last I remember someone getting bullied in high school, some people pissed in the bully's locker. Yeah, man. You know, I don't want to say amen, But am I dying, bro? I am. Oh, shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we gotta. Please smack his ass. Dude. There we go. Get this guy. Who is it? This guy. Oh my god. Am I dead? Am I dead? We might be dead, man. No, never mind. Pick this shit up. Don't throw anything. There we go. There we go. Again, man, I don't like that shit. You know, I don't like bullying. I don't like. But sometimes I think like certain mediums exaggerate this shit. Or I was either very lucky, and again, the only time I've ever been bullied in my life was by this asshole. And we went to the same school at one point, but it wasn't at school. It was during the summer. And it was like in a completely different background, and it had nothing to do with school. This guy just wanted to, you know, make my day miserable in summer, but never in school. In school, we never saw each other. He was an older kid, you know. But you know, you see, wow, man, you know, again, it's like I don't understand. And that has certainly never been my experience. And I've traveled abroad, bro, and I studied abroad multiple times. Maybe Jesus be looking out for me for real. But you know, so yeah, man. So I think, and what I was gonna say is, I think I saw more money. I think I got paid more money as a 13-year-old in Canada cleaning dishes for 2 hours than I got being an English teacher in Venezuela at an official bougie private language institute. I am not kidding. I think I'm crunching down the numbers, bro, and I made more money as a 13-year-old, bruh, washing dishes, bruh. Yeah. Than I made, like, dude, I'm not kidding. I probably made like 2 to 3K. You know, I probably made a little bit more. 2 to 3K. You know, again, my tenants, my customers were wealthy students most of the time who, you know, they wanted to make out with girls or study more or smoke weed or go drinking with the boys. That was the clientele. My own dorm mates, my housemates. And again, man, sometimes they would pay me 20, 30, sometimes even 40. You know, I'd be like, you know what? I'm not in the mood to clean today. I got something else. I want to smoke some weed. I don't want to fucking go to the kitchen. All right, I'll give you 40 Canadian, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I'll do it for 40 Canadian. I'm not going to do it for 30. For 40? Why not? You know? You want to smoke weed and you want to clean dishes? I also want to do the same shit. You know? I ain't fucking... Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. But my shift's tonight, bro. There ain't no tomorrow. Slang that 40 Canadian, bro. That's how you learn business, man. You don't even learn business in university. You learn business slanging. I'm not. Today's Friday, man. There's no way in hell I'm getting $30 for the shift. You want to go drinking with the homies? Well, me too. Gotta make it good. Gotta make it good for me. So, and bruh, honestly, like, maybe I was not that lucky with my salary at the institute. But I didn't make a lot of money, man. I leveled up my finances when I started teaching at a developer firm, like a software developer company. But when I was an English teacher at this institute at Rouge, I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. Fuck them. That's what I'll say. These homies paid terrible. You know, terrible, bruh. And, you know. Oh, man, look at this. We got a lot of shit to sell, baby. Look at all these pineapples and sold monkey head. What the? All right, we got all these things to sell. My older brother was working cafeteria, went full piano, and finished all the plates. Yeah, bro. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. That's what's going on, Bresky. Is it 124, 174? Hey. See, bro, look at all this money that we making. From, like, literally, I just picked this shit up. I don't even know where from. But look at that. Golden statue, kablam. Pineapples. I think this was from the jungle horror task. But it's just free money, too. Which is very nice. And, yeah, man, you know. Again, one thing about Venezuela that I will admit to, boys. Like, you know how the economy just doesn't make sense worldwide? It's just like, you know, a price of a house is $1 gajillion. And it's like you only make $10,000 a year. It's like you'd have to work 7,000 years to buy a house. You know, groceries are at an all-time high. Fucking, like, you know. Middle class is almost disappearing entirely. What the hell's going on? Right? Well, in Venezuela, a lot of jobs just pay terrible money, man. It's just horrible, horrendous money. That's why you saw a lot of homies play old school RuneScape and just, you know, slaying gold. And that's why, you know, at least for us, it's just like it's better to play World of Warcraft and RMT than or old school RuneScape and RMT than, you know, getting a job at the pharmacy or slaying bags at your grocery store, or, you know, have a cashier or kind of like a business, be a secretary type shit. Like, you know, like, bruh, like when you hear minimum wage here in Venezuela, that is disgusting. Like minimum wage here is, you gotta have 2 minimum wages or 3 if you want to survive type shit, you know? And it's like, you know? And good morning, Mr. B and fam. My man, the myth, the legend, big, beautiful Alex the Legend. Welcome back to the stream, my G. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. And it reminds me of a Chinese game farming with people using like 50 phones. Yeah, bro. You know, sometimes, again, 125 jungle horrors. I was thinking about these homies. Oh, man. It's not the end of the world, let me tell you. It's not the end of the world, but it's not the best task either. I don't like them. And what's going on, my G, Alex? How you doing, baby? How's your Monday going? Hopefully everything's going great. Hopefully you also had a beautiful weekend. All right, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do, right? We gonna motherfucking. We gotta prep. Gotta prep up. Do we do it here? Nah, let's do it. Let's do it at the destination. Blam. Let's go to Mausolei. This is Jungle Horror Land right here. So yeah, man, the economy, if there's something terrible about Venezuela, it's just kind of like, you know, the economy, minimum wage, salaries, jobs in general. You know, it's just, and it's hard for everybody. It's hard for like the worker, and it's hard for the CEO. Is most of the time. It's hard for everybody, man. Like again, Bresky, shit just don't make sense. We deposited all that. I think we're gonna use 2 of these. Why not? 2 of these. These. And killing some gem crabs. Stomach is upset for some reason. Maybe it was something you ate. Maybe it was just, you know, it is what it is. Could be many reasons, right? Doesn't have to be just one thing. But yeah, man, I kind of feel for you, man. Upset stomach sucks. Just being sick in general, bro. Just sucks. Let's set up, bro. Dude, I just one shot, not one shot, but I literally dealt with that jungle horror. He didn't do nothing, huh? That was insane. Now this guy is a little bit more ruthless. Yeah, but jungle horrors are pretty easy to kill. They got really low health, man. 45? Disgusting, Bresky. Like, I think I'm gonna kablam. And yeah, we will see. Well, hopefully you feel better, Maji, you know, throughout the day. Drink some, like, Pepto-Bismol or drink a lot of liquids. Go to the bathroom. But you'll be fine, my G. I got a headache myself, which is kind of BS. I got a freaking... It's not the craziest headache either. It's like a 1 out of 2. I think a 1 out of 10. I meant. But it's still there. You know, it lingers in my frontal cortex. And I can see pain. I can feel pain. It's not good. But, you know, we're playing RuneScape. We're hanging out with the boys. We're here. We're having a good time. Just blasted him for 24 with the cannon. Absolutely legendary, bruh. Dude, the cannon slaps here, bro. It is insane. Yeah, man, this place is goated for XP, really. And having a blue-collar job used to mean wife at home, raising a billion babies in a big-ass house with a garage and a new car. Yeah, man. It just kind of sucks, you know? Again, it's just like, dog. System is kind of too rigged for, like, gajillionaires and oligarchs. And thank you, man, says my G Alex. I hope you feel better. Also, thank you, my man. I appreciate you, brother. So yeah, man, you know, scratch talking about this shit. Because I just don't. You know, I kind of get a little sad and a little depressed, bro. When I think about the world, you know. Skits Tony, are you there? What you want? No, bro, I don't want to do no mom nothing. Dismiss your ass. I want to slay. So this is actually a very chill task. Yeah, we need to talk about the good things that we got going on, bro. Mark, if you were to tell me something good going on in your life right now, what would it be? Alex, if you told me something good going on in your life, what would it be? What's going on? Something good. Let's talk about good things. It's Monday. It's the start of the week. Everything begins today. It's the first day in the universe. A Monday. It's a Monday. What is going on? And my new keyboard is on deck. Let's go. Shout out for new keyboards, baby. Shout out, bro. Amazing. I like that. I like that. It's kind of making me think about when I'm going to get like a new setup. Maybe I'm always going to be destined to have the same computer. The same computer, bro. And Noah again. Oh, well, let's see Noah. Buddy from work gave me a fresh homemade jar of pickled jalapenos, so that's pretty badass. LOL. Love me some homemade food. Let's go. Let's clap it up for Noah, baby. I like that. I like that. I like that, broski. Let's go, man. W friend and W jalapenos. I personally like jalapenos too. I'm a spicy kind of guy. You know, I love spicy food, bro, and I love jalapenos. They're beautiful and gorgeous. Do we pick up all these ores, bruh? I think so, right? I don't know what the hell going on, but something's telling me to pick up all these things. You can't pick too much up, though. Give me the teaks. Teaks are good, too. Yeah, I think I'm good enough with what I got. So, and I was able to wake up to see the brightest lights of my life, the wife and kid. Let's go, man. Amen, brother. That's beautiful, my G. Insane, bro. I love that. I love that. And eat a scorpion pepper on stream. Maybe one day. When I ever get my hands on a scorpion pepper, I can. You know, first I think it's going to be a beautiful, nice cup of coffee from the wife. Hola, mi amor. Let me talk to her real quick. There we go. Beautiful wife. Beautiful coffee. Beautiful life, huh? Beautiful, Majis. Beautiful. Am I dying? I could turn prayer on. I kind of want to raw dog it, you know. We live in this extreme balance between... Nah, I'll turn it on. Life and death, boys. We're going to be fine anyways. We got more iron ore. You know? The thing is, with iron ore, iron is pretty cool. Not as cool as coal is, but... you can make steel with iron. So I'm a fan of steel. Yeah, turn it on, raw dog it. Poise! I'm telling you, sometimes you don't need to pray, bro. You know, you can just tank it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Skits Tony gotta be able to tank some stuff with all the combat he got going on. He's a combat veteran now. Very close to... wait, did I see... what the... did I see a monkey like here completely disappear? In front of my very own eyes? What? Wow. Gave me the grommy things. Got a sapphire. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sapphire, give me that. And you know, I might have one of those pepper plants in the garden, just saying. The scorpion ones? Yeah. I would eat one. Like, I've seen so many people eat like ghost peppers and whatnot. Or like California Reapers. There's a bunch of stuff. You know, you can find your fair share of like, I'm eating a ghost pepper YouTube video, or like a Carolina Reaper again, like a diabolical pepper, just to, you know, for the video, and you see the homie struggling, sweating and almost dying, then drinking jugs of milk. And it's funny, man. It used to be part of like, you know, staple YouTube. So I would be down to do it. And I don't think I've ever asked or heard you talk about it. This is my G Noah. But do you have any children, Skits, or is it just you and your wife? We're a family of 3, but we're not a family of 3 humans. It's me, human 1. Actually, wait, wife, human 1. She's the more important one in the relationship, obviously. And then I'm human 2. And then we have a dog. We have little Jack. So, and so far, we are not looking for children. We're not looking for kids. We don't want to have any kids right now. And that might be true for a very long time. Am I dying, Brad? I'm dying, bro. That might be true for a very long time. Or that might be true eternally. You know? Like, I kind of see parents, and it's not all parents, but I see some parents, and just like, life is so stressful today with like social media and, you know, how we cycle through information, the economy, you know, just like what's going on around the world, AI and all these wars, and I see just like the dynamic of certain parents, and it's just tough, bro. Again, try to, you know, maintain and juggle a full-time job, a family, and a kid. It's crazy. So we don't want that right now. And again, you could say it's a far stretch. It's a big stretch But my wife is already, she's a doctor. She's a pediatrician. Her specialty is babies or young kids, teenagers at the eldest, 18 years old. So she's already a mother to like to all, you know, her patients. And I got you guys. You know, I am the father of a YouTube channel. You know, I've got all my sons and my daughters and my, you know, they all exist in the chat. And you know, I rather have a community to take care of and look after as a father than a real child with my face or my wife's face, or a combination of. Just, you know, right now it don't make sense. And scorpion peppers, they can be brutal, I guess. And I ate a slice of scorpion pepper. I was begging for ice cream. And how can I be your son, kid? Just because. You don't really have to think so deeply about it. Daddy. Yeah. Papa. See, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And honestly, man, this is where I want to put all my energy and all my attention to. I can't, man. Like if I'd have a son or a daughter, I would have to neglect YouTube, bro. So what would be would I neglect my son? Because I would put YouTube first. So, you know, again. Yeah. Again, man, you know, right now, for me, it doesn't really make sense to bring a kid. It really doesn't, bro. It really doesn't. I don't want one. I don't want a kid. I wanna take care of YouTube, bro. I want to take care of my family here. The extended family, not the blood one. I don't want to add more blood to the family. I just, you know. And again, you know, the finances make sense for me and my wife right now. Like, we're good. But bringing a kid, oh hell no. That would be way too complicated. Am I dying, bruh? Am I dying, cuz? So, right now, ain't the time. And strapping the baby on Jack like he's a horse would make me mad views, yeah. Could be. Yeah, I don't. Right now, can't take care of a kid. I'm sorry. Just don't want to either. I don't. Can take care of Jack, my dog, and my wife. And, you know, you guys. That's all I want in my play for now. That's all I want. Yo, these guys are going hard, bruh. I'm trying to just raw dog this. No prayer, bruh. No, man. There we go. I think I can. We got 20 life. We got 3 homies to take care of. Oh, my God. Okay. It's now or never. It's now or never. We got this guy over here. There we go. One more, bro. One more, bruh. This guy. There we go. We're out of here, bro. We're out of here, bro. I can't even believe this. Bro, this was a hit and run mission, baby. Kablam. We made it with 21 health and 4 prayer points. Whew. That's what I'm talking about. And you would be an amazing dad? Yeah, I think I would. You know, I think I would too. But again, right now, it really don't make sense. It don't make sense for me and the wife to have a kid, and we don't want one. You know, again, I just want to take care of my wife and YouTube and Jack. That's it. Right now, no kids. And you know, I think it's gonna be like that for forever. I think. Again, I don't want to be just thinking about a kid, bro. Again, and it would kind of, it would change the picture way too much for me. And again, right now and for a while, it just doesn't make sense. The meta strat is 1 woman, 1 dog. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I 100% agree with that. I think the meta strat is that for shizzle, broski. You know, 1 woman, 1 dog, 1 YouTube channel. Why not? For me, that is beautiful. How are these iron warhammers? Dude, these are miserable items, honestly. And I don't want kids either. Touche. Touche, Maji. And I got cats as my man spy. Yeah, man. Like I think, you know, that would be a very interesting conversation. Like, is the world overpopulated right now? You know, are there just way too many people in the planet? I think there could be more, but I don't think everybody's happy in the planet. You know, a lot of systems and a lot of rules would have to change for that to kind of make sense, you know? And again, I just don't want one right now. And yes, 100% says my man Spy. So it's either, you know, we got to lower down the birth rates and to just, you know, have more happiness and more sustainability. Systems got to change, you know? And yes, there is overpopulation, specifically in certain countries in Asia. Daganos, like, does this game hate me, Brent? Does this game hate me, Brent Bradesky? And we here. It's the man, the myth, the legend, Big No Evidence in the Bazillion. Yep, I think the game hates me, bro. 100% sure. 100. We're gonna take the other one. And welcome back to the YouTube channel, Maji. Welcome back to the stream, my man. No Evidence. Glad to see you here, homie. How are you, bro? Hopefully you are having a beautiful day. I'll take Big Draymond for sure. I guess what I can do is I'll take 1 prayer. And I'll just take a bunch of fish, of sharks. Where my sharks at, bro? Yeah, we gotta take like this amount. And we gotta take the cannon again. Why not? No, I don't want to melee anything. That'd be a bad idea. And we good, LOL. We got our helm back to spider task. Let's go, baby. Nice, bro. Got a Daganoth task right now. You know, I think a lot of people jump up and down. Hey, Daganoths. Me personally, I'm like, nah, you know what, bro? Like, it's fast. It's a fast task. It's good XP. But, man, for me, it's stressful as hell. We got 125 Daganoths, too. Absolutely insane. Maybe we should have brought more sharks. Maybe I'm going to have to... freaking... Maybe I am going to have to go back once. This is way too many Daganoths. At least I've got thousands of cannonballs. And how you is, man? No evidence. How you is, my G? Happy Monday, brother. What's going on? How's Monday treating you, bro? Hopefully amazing. So yeah, man, yeah, right. So I think I would also say that there could be overpopulation for sure. So, you know, why bring more people into this world when there's already like enough of them already, you know? There's enough of us human beings. We don't need to you know, make it more complicated. You know what I'm saying? Now, I am taking the Daganoth's head. I am taking this thing here. I am also taking the seed. I never loot anything here. So, I am, you know? And I'm going to walk here and put myself there. Actually, this is a very bad idea. Why am I doing this? Let me walk here. And just got back from dropping the wife off. Went to the store for Brett. Let's go, man. And no evidence I picture you were pushing her out the moving car. Come on, man. Get jiggy. And stand on top of the cannon. Think about it. I need that ejecto-cedo. You know, I'm trying to figure out. Where is the best place to just be here. But on top of it, is that what we gotta do? Yo, this is diabolical, man. I've never figured it out like this. And from Fast and Furious, the ejecto seat. Nice, man. And put a fighter jet seat. So we can literally, oh my god, man, we can clickety. We can clickety. We're in Saya. And Catacombs is spray melee over there. It's only level 90, so you just spray melee. Yeah. God bless the Catacombs, right? Good place. But that's not how we do it in this. It's not how this RuneScape character does it. We go into the lighthouse. Just slam homies right now. Wow, this is so much fun, man. It's like I'm inside the cannon. And this is how I hide in the wild. Yeah. And I'm FAO while we talk about throwing my wife out the car. So I'm LMAO, I'm weak. Well, we were talking about if the world is overpopulated. You know, are there way too many people in planet Earth? What do you think, No Evidence? Do you think there's too many of us right now on the planet? There's almost... Let's see what the total world Nah, you know what? Let's do it after the Daganoth task. These things are gnarly, bro. These things are brutal. I need a 4th Daganoth head. There it is. For the collection. What? It disappeared? Or did I get it? No, I didn't get it. It disappeared. Nah, man. Come on. There we go. Yo, this is like super meta, bro. This is insane. This is insane, man. Spy, you're a legend, bro. Holy Christ. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And because I'm dumb, that's why. And yeah, LMAO, there are some losses I say, LOL. Some people have no common sense and dumber than a sack full of rocks. They lost one marble, they lost them all. 32 genders. We effed. Yeah, but I think that's steering the conversation somewhere else. Again, the question is very simple. Do you think the world has overpopulation? Do you think there's already way too many of us in the planet? No? You say no? Interesting. And I agree we are. I'm confused. Look, where it got it. Where it got it? Yeah. Do you think there's overpopulation in the planet? Where it got it? Huh? What does that mean? Where it got it? Final answer. I like that. Am I dying, bro? Okay, I am. Wow. Okay, I am getting obliterated here. Oh my dear Lord. Where it got it, bro. And yes, bro, LMFAO, my shit typing. There we go, okay. But I like that, I like that. Hey, man. Do you think there are injustices in the planet right now? Where it got it? What? Where it got it? Simultaneously, you're casting a spell in Harry Potter and you're like releasing fire from a wand. Where it got it? You know? 1 billion population would be more than enough. I think so. I think so. You know, that could certainly trigger a lot of people too, right? Right now we got 8 billion, almost 9 billion people. We got a genocide of 7 billion right now. Disappear them all. I think that's what Bill Gates wants to do. Low key, bruh. You know, I think Bill Gates, there's a billionaire out there. And I know Bill Gates not the only one, but Bill Gates is kind of like, I don't know what the word is, bruh, but it's like a word. It's like the type of person who wants to reduce the world population. Like, I don't know, there's a very specific term for the homie. But, again, I forget the name of, or the word. It's like a reductionist or something. I don't know. I'm capping. It's another word. It's not a reductionist. It's something else. Give me the toad flax seed, bro. Give me the toad flax seed, Bradesky. Walk here too, Bradesky. So, yeah, man. And then think about this. Yeah, look where you got it. Where you got it. That's a new motto, bro. Where, don't forget about this shit. This is actually legendary, bro. Where you got it. You know, every difficult question you ever get asked, that is the right answer. That is the reply. Where you got it, you know? It's like, so what do we do about gay rights? Where you got it? Excuse me? Where you got it? Huh? Where you got it? You just confuse. It's like casting Confuse Ray in Pokemon, but it works 100% of the time. And then the person is like, yes sir, I agree. Where you got it? Huh? I don't even know what I'm saying, but where you got it, I know it. So I'm legit dying IRL. Nah, man, it's so beautiful, man. I believe in this shit. No cap, that shit is legendary, bro. Where you got it, bro? And I'm gonna never live this down. Look where we got it. And think about this: if we were to divide land equally, everyone would have 4.5 acres. That is not a lot of land. Yeah, that is where you got it, land. I think, right? Uh-oh, bruh. Where you got it, bro? Now, actually, we're dosing up. I'm not playing any games here with these freaking Daganoths, bruh. And look where you got it, Hulk Hogan, yeah. Not home where you make it. It's home where you got it. Where you got it. Dude, and hey, mate, hope you and your family are doing well, mate. My man Yo-Yo in the bazillion, baby. Hey, you like to see homos naked? Where you got it? That doesn't even make any sense. Where you got it? And it's like you disarm the homie 100%. What do you think about people who are undergoing death row right now? Where you got it? It just exempts you from saying anything. Like you just, where you got it, all right? You don't, it liberates you from answering, you know? It's like a spell again. Wingardium Leviosa, you know? Yeah. Yeah, and I had to. Oh shit, we got a Snapdragon seed, baby. And here we are, my G Yo-Yo. We're just being dumb right now on stream with this new joke that we came up with, thanks to the homie No Evidence. Where you got it? You know, we gotta thank God that my homie mistypes all the time. We don't we. Oh shit! Right, we're done. Absolutely right. Oh my God, I was in 6 health. What the actual Christ? Oh my God, I saw death for 1 second, man. I hate this place so much. Oh my God, come on, man. Oh my God, these freaking things, bruh. There we go. Pick it up. That's just GTFO, bro. Holy. Yeah. If you hadn't done that, I think I would have been long gone. Almost Columbia. Yeah, bro. That wouldn't have been good at all. Thank you, my G. And where were you? You're late. Look where I got it. Where I got it. Yeah. Where you got it. Where I got it. It's just, it sounds so dumb, but it's so smart at the same time. Again, it's like, dude, it's like what the guy in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is saying, like, every time he's, like, gonna counter the homie. It's like, I'm gonna attack you and reduce all your life points to 0. And then the other homie is like, you have fallen right into my trap. Well, you got it! And he just fucking disintegrates, you know? It's like, it's that insane, bro. You can't make this shit up. Where you got it, you know? And my brain is shutting down. Oh man, I get. I guess, yeah, it's so brilliant, man. Like, again, this is top tier, super anime, genius level, like, quote, man. And some shit you say when they attack your man-eater bug face down in defense mode. And this shit would kill Exodia. Yeah, man. It's like, dude. It's like, you really, man. Like, you know how certain people just, like, exist to, like, try and, like, be a smart ass? And they want to make everything, like, too political, or it's like, yeah, so what are we going to do about the transgenders? And what are we going to do about the gays and all the lesbians that are struggling out right there right now and who don't have that many rights? And you know, it's like everybody starts zooming in on you. And you're going to say this thing that is going to put you to shame, and you're going to get canceled for life. Like, there's genuinely a group of people out there who's like, who acts like this, man. And regardless of what you say, you just get, you know, condemned. And then you suddenly you answer like, where I got it, where you got it, and it's like, what? What is he talking about? Where you got it? And you just disarm. You just completely negate what this homie is trying to, like, do onto you. It's actually insane. You know, look where he got it. Yeah. And again, bro, like, I think some people take everything too seriously, man. And you know, again, like, a lot of things could be right at the same time. There could be a lot of truths in one, and again, bro, I think most people just want to have a very average, simple life, bruh. You know, we just wanna live, get some money, get some food, you know, make out with the wife if you got one, or with the dog if you got one, you know, play some video games and just chill, bruh. All right? Some of us don't want to make anything political. We ain't got time for that. All right? That's why this is something so beautiful. Where you got it? Just stop it, you know? Yeah, get some money, get some food, get it. Where you got it? And it's like, bruh, you know, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We all right? Just stop it. I want to hang out with my friend Noah. Just chill. I want to hang out with my friend Mark and just chill. I want to hang out with my friend Yo-Yo. Just chill. I want to hang out with my friend Spy. Just chill. All right? We just want to chill. All right? If you're going to come at us with some bullshit, where you got it? All right? Yeah. And it's like, again, it's like disarm. You know? Just stop it. I think it's magnificent. It's beautiful, man. It's insane. It's like, it's honestly like philosopher material, bruh. It's like, not like, imagine you would say this like Aristotle back in the day. He'd probably like get struck by lightning or something, you know, and be like, oh my, whoa, not even me. Yeah, not even I could come up with something so grandiose and majestic. Where you got it? Oh my God, man. And I prefer a chainsaw to disarm. Uh-oh. Looks like we gotta knock some doors to some mental asylums here. Mark's on the loose. If someone robs me, I might just get naked. No one got time for that shit. Yeah. And yo, Skates, how we doing? The man, the myth, the legend, big beautiful Phoenix. Hey man, I'm doing good, my G. Here we are, just memeing with the boys, coming up with some jokes, coming up with some. Oh my God, we got neck reels. Oh my God, this is great. I love neck reels. Amazing. All right. And yeah, man, just, you know, playing some RuneScape in the background, just chilling. 11:28 a.m. We've already been live for 1 hour and 40 minutes. I'd say great. Doing great. Just here again, hanging out with the boys, just talking shit. talking smack, if you will. Yeah, deposit warrant items. That's what we're gonna do. What about you, my G? What's crack-a-lackin', my brother? How's your weekend? How's your Monday going? Hopefully everything amazing. Amazing. You know, no less, no more. Just amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, we need the ecto file, by the way. Bam, bam, bam. Boom! Okay, I'm going to teach you guys how to do next easy mode. Like blasphemy mode. And Mark's on the loose is quite the sentence. Yeah, no. All right, it's with 2 O's, right? Isn't it L-O-S-E? Loose. Huh. Got me doubting right there. And W stuff. Thank you, Maji. And I already told my wife if I'm ever in a fight and I'm losing, I'm getting naked. We've had this conversation before. Or you said this. This is not the first time you say this. And no one got time for that shit. I got work tomorrow. Yep. And no one's going to find a naked man. And she days is, look, man. And she days is where she got it. And not amazing, but for sure, but it ain't bad. And she said, "It's look where look where it got it, where I got it, dude. The new summoning jutsu in Naruto. You summon a human being. Where I got it, where you got it. Amazing, amazing. Okay, deposit this. We don't need ectofile anymore. We don't need range anything, actually. We could just put the big Drayskis. Now, are Necreals fire, bruh? Are they fire? Are they fire, homies? I think they are, right? We gotta see. Or do they not have like an elemental weakness? I forgot, bro. Necreal. No elemental weakness, so we can just blast them with everything. Alright. I guess I'm gonna use the smoke staff then for real skis. And give me 4K bloods. Also, let me use fire, actually. Fire looks cooler. And I whispered gently into your ear, look where I got it. Yeah. And Mark, get it right. It's where it got it. Yeah. Oh, where you got it, dude. This is the ultimate anime counter again. Like, dude, it's like the thing that you're bringing down. It's like the last resort. Or maybe first resort if you just want to skip plot or fight. But as soon as you say where you got it, where I got it, where it got it, bam. It's like fight's over. GG. Yeah. GG, you're done. Alright, you're done. There's nothing else that needs to be said or done. You just, again, bro, where you got it, it's over. It's over, bro. Now, do we bring out the agility cape? I think we're going to bring out the agility cape this time for the next. And, okay, we can take the shield. We can take everything, actually. Seer's ring, boots. I think this is the entire setup. You know, I would take Aram's, but Aram's just degrades. And I don't want to degrade the drip, you know? So, let's see. Oh, yeah. Like, we could bring the scroll as well. I guess that could be something. The honorable blessing. Not like we're going to use any prayer either, but why not? And ice burst them at catacombs. What, the Necreals? Oh, hell no. It takes 20 minutes. And it was where written the first time? Yeah. Mark can't fall asleep before a story and a homie's kiss. True. Absolutely. Isn't it Dust Devils what you're talking about, or are you talking about Necreals too? You can burst them down? Damn, man. We're playing the game wrong then. Oh, what are we doing? Are we playing the same game? I actually like neck rails, man, because, I mean, it just takes a long time. But, again, it's just like, these things are so stupid that you can just completely safe spot them. Like, you see, look, it only takes a bench. So this is like Gojo's Infinity, bro. You know, I'm Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen right now. Infinity is a bench, and look at this guy. He can't do anything, right? So you just look at them, you smack them from the other side of Infinity, and they will never do anything to you, man. Like, it's this dumb. This is it. You see, I didn't take anything. No prayer pots, no food. You don't need to. Just bring your best magic spell. Remember, Infinity is the bench, and you will never struggle. And let's say, right, let me see if I can do this, right? Let's say you kind of mess up, right? Let's say we attack this guy, right? We attack this guy, and he's here for some reason. He's melee. You can literally just, bruh. Again, look at that. You fool them, bro. Boom. You go to the other side of the bench. You do like one of these feints in football. Ha ha ha. And they get clapped, man. Look at that. Back to Infinity. So you like dog. And you got two benches where you can do this from. This one right here and this one right here. Like dog. It's pure comedy, man. Again, you don't need to bring anything for this task. Just bring your best magic spell. Sometimes you get a bad angle, but again, you just feint and then you position yourself again accordingly on the other side of the bench. Boom. And bro, this new Slayer helm looks so sick with my gear. I sent you a pic on Discord. I'll check it out in a bit. And that's a dope ass glitch. Glitch? I don't know if it's a glitch, my G, but it's like it is like a little trick. You know, it is definitely something. And again, you can be on the other side of the bench. Boom. And again, they are never going to hit you, bro. And where did you send that? Did you send that privately or did you send that on Discord? Send it on I think you sent it privately. Okay, I'll show you guys like this. Right? Look at that. That looks nice, man. That looks nice. That looks beautiful. It really does. But next time, you know, I don't like to do what I just did because again, I don't like showing what's private public. So if you're gonna send any pictures, anything, there's a old school RuneScape channel here. Yeah. On our Discord. That you can send stuff there. And this is public, you know. Everybody can see this. 100%, you know. But DMs and private conversations, just out of respect of your privacy, they remain private, you know. So, and it's the table glitch. It's something. You know, it's something for sure. So, privé looks like French. And, ooh, level 87 magic now. What? I'm insane. Catherby teleport, Onyx, what? Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, bro. We're graduating. We are again, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me insert myself here in streaming. And let's do this, bro. Clap it up. Clap it up, boys. Absolutely. So, et moi du Quebec. And I am from Quebec. And me of Quebec or from something. I don't know. Privé. And I know privé gotta be like private. It's like, if it's not, imagine privé. And you're like, is it private? No. It's cheeseburger. Shoot me down. Shoot me down. In-game. In-game, in-game. Okay, so see, this is where it fucks up, right? I did it wrong. But, okay, and this guy was freaking blocking me. But, look, man, you feint, and see? He can't, like you're always going to outrun the guy. And you're always going to be able to position yourself on the other side of the bench. And you can do this with the superior neck rail as well. Like, you don't need anything, bro. You just you just need to remember that you can always outmaneuver the homie. Right? So, sometimes you do click on a homie and he, like, moves to a certain angle. And he's not going to get clipped by the bench. He's going to go straight at you. But in that case, again, you can feint and then move. And you're always going to outrun him. Neck rails are slow as hell. Look at how they walk. They walk like that. Right? Again, like let's say I'm clipping him here. He's going to come at me. Not even. He goes straight. He goes straight to infinity. So you can always, again, this is a very AFK task, bro. This is a very like, dude, you could be doing anything else while you're doing this. You know, reading. Well, reading is a far stretch. But you could be listening to music. You could be studying. You could be watching a podcast, watching a movie, watching anime, doing whatever. This is as easy as Slayer gets. All right? This is easy. Man, 40 tasks in a row, no spider. This is painful. Look where it got it. Damn. So, yeah, boys. Necks are, and they give good money. They're a pretty profitable Slayer task. Good doubloons, you know, good stuff. And yeah, man, like, again, all right, I'll try and give you guys an example of where you can clip them bad. So
that's a big boy.
Oh shit. Never mind. So see, do we take the risk? I don't want to risk with the big ass one. I mean, we could. I think we can. Do we? All right, let's see. Let's see. Right? So, nah, man, he hits really hard. What the fuck was that? 19? What? Jesus Christ. What is what is wrong with him? 19? What a demon, man. Jesus Christ. Forget about it. I'm not testing it on him. Thank God he's not. Yeah. Thank God he's right there. Dude, he's so big, bruh. This guy's like a Titan from Attack on Titan. This is a small Titan, bro. Holy hell. This thing is massive. Uh-oh. No. I did not like that. 19 is way too much for a single hit. Oh my dear Lord. And if you use fire spells, use a Tomb of Fire. I should have brought my heart, bro. I could have brought my freaking heart. But I'm an idiot. You know. We did get a tuna. I'll eat the tuna. But that was bad. So, okay, let's just say again. Let's just say, bro, you know, you're out here in the open. You're already getting clobbered to death, right? So, you want to bring him down. Why? What is he doing? For real. What is this thing doing? Like, is he Michael Jacksoning? Is he moonwalking to the back now? I don't understand sometimes. Okay, so, again. He's going to be here. Nice. Well, I think he's dead. Yeah, he is. Alright, let's do it with somebody else. Now, you see how he summons this little like death spawn thing? That's the annoying thing about Necreals. They can summon 2 of those things at the same time. And that one don't walk there. That's out the NPC walk path. That was insane. Right? Let's say we're out in the open, right? Like this. Let's say, okay, we're smack here. He summons a little demon. And then all you literally do, bro, it doesn't matter where. Again, he's going to get clipped by infinity right there. Both him and his servant. Or the little winged demon thing. And again, if you ask me, this is one of the easiest Slayer tasks ever in the entire game. Like, you can 100% get 0 damage. Alright? 0. You can 100% 0 damage this. Even if you were to be attacked. I guess you gotta pray for a roll. Again, and all you gotta do is just position yourself. Boom. Easiest Slayer task. What do you think is the easiest Slayer task, in your opinion? I'm gonna say the easiest Slayer task for me, I think, it has to be Slayer Cave or Neve Cave. Anything Fire Giants, Hellhounds, or Bloodvelds. In that, yeah, Rats is also pretty easy as well. Yeah, bro. Bring good melee gear, bring strength potions, slam them. Very easy. Brine Rats, I would agree as well. I'd say these are also fairly easy, but I don't think it gets as easy as you literally go into that Neve Cave, bro. Aberrant Specters are kind of different because you can only attack one of them with cannon. But when you have a Hellhound or a Fire Giant or a Bloodveld task, the cannon will attack multiple times. And you can just literally stand somewhere and they're not going to attack you at all. You know? At all. So, in bears, birds, spiders, rats, cows, dogs. I've never had a cow slayer task. For real? Cows? You can kill cows like Brutus or like legit cows? Oh, okay. Trying to be a smart ass here, huh? And wait, there are rats in old school RuneScape? There are. And cow fights, and I get them all the time. Cows. Cows? Dude, I've never seen a cow slayer task. And boosting slayer, yes, Brutus and legit cows. Do you get what? Cow. Money making. Respawn. Look at that! Turael, man! And Spria. What? So I never did Slayer with them. That's the thing. I think I did Slayer. My first Slayer Master was in Edgeville, I believe. My man. Joey's online. It's been a minute. So, Inspria is a new master. She gives 4.8 spider tasks while I'm here. Dude, I've never... In Draenor. No, I started slaying immediately in Edgeville. I had, like, I don't know. What was my... I don't know. I think it was in Edgeville. But in skits, what are these creatures you were killing? They're kind of Titan-looking ass things. They're called necrails. Look at them, huh? They look like a Titan from Attack on Titan. It's just that they look a little bit more demonic. No, I don't think there's anything human in a necrail, even though they look like very like humanoid beings. And Titans in Attack on Titan are straight up human beings, are just like transformed or transfigured. But these things, look at this necrail. They're pretty baller. They're pretty baller. And yeah, they do look like Titans, right? This kind of even looks like the Colossal Titan, bro. Looks like the Colossal Titan. It's just like a miniature version of him. And oh, by the way, Phoenix, meet my man No Evidence. And my man Evidence, welcome. And meet my boy, my man's Phoenix, bro. Phoenix has been, dude, I think Phoenix and I have been rocking with each other for like a year now as well, bro. My man has been here with me for a bit, bro. I think especially during my anime skit days, right? Like, imagine how long ago that was, man. Like, it's been a minute, bro. And, yeah, I think so, man. Phoenix, right? You and I go way back, bro. And, Phoenix, this is Evidence as well. He's, well, in comparison to you, let's say, he's a newer homie. We met recently. And he's also a G, bro. And he's also a RuneScaper as well. Damn near a prodigy in the game, just a demon. Yeah. And yeah, I remember you posting those versus videos of One Piece. It's like versus battles done wrong. You guys remember that? But now, now they're, I mean, maybe one day I'll get back to it. I had a lot of fun. Oh my God. Okay, we got a feint here. Pretty. There we go. See? Perfect feint. Maybe one day I'll get back to my roots. You know, those were the days. And, I guess there's two ways of looking at my old videos. You know, I think some writing was good. I think other was just cringe. But, you know, who isn't cringe, bro, as a creator? You gotta embrace the cringe, you know, sometimes. If you don't, you're just gonna have a bad time being a YouTuber, honestly. And, you know, I leave all of these things up. Like, I'm doing just different things, bro, you know? I'm doing different things with the YouTube channel now. Trying to do different kinds of videos. But what I can tell you guys is, you know, anime still is pretty, like, my top videos are anime skits or just dumbass, I can't, cringe in skit form. And what I can tell you guys is I have a lot of fun making them. Like, the formula for those kind of YouTube videos is just the more stupid they are, again, I'll use this word, the more retarded they are, the more they have a chance of winning. And like you know, in the creation phase and as you're doing them and when you're writing them and stuff, like that was the most fun process. And then recording the voice, recording the dialogue, it's just stupid as hell. Editing it, and you know, there's not much going on editing wise. It's just like you pan from one character from the other and you do like the zoom in thing or sometimes zoom out. Those are, you know, again, now when you're doing versus battles done wrong, it more edits go in, like, you know, it's more stuff happening for sure. But again, bro, and I wrote this in the wrong one. Yeah, Joey is a top G, bro. Joey, haven't seen him in a while. Coincidentally, he is online right now. Is that my beautiful wife? Uh-oh. Hola, mi amor. No. My wife is saying I need to stay hydrated, and she's absolutely right. Gracias, mi amor. Y yo a ti, mi amor. What were we talking about? And remember when it was called Skitsland? Yeah, it is still called Skitsland, but I abbreviated to, you know, to Skits. I guess Skitsland is just more annoying to say. And again, Skits is the acronym. But this is the land of skits, you know. This is the YouTube channel, the land of skits, right? That's why it's called Skits Land. But again, going back, you know, the reason, like again, like this formula kind of works for me because I enjoy making these kinds of videos, and I could always go back to doing something like this. But again, I just want to do different things. I'm doing different things now with the channel. Again, I'm streaming. I wasn't a live streamer before. I'm streaming now. And stuff is just happening. And will the real Seba June please stand up? Don't read Seba June backwards. It's Nujabez. That's his name too, actually. Yeah, Nujabez in the Brazilian, baby. And by the way, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, my G Vlad. How's it going, my mans? Hopefully you had a beautiful weekend, and hopefully you're having a beautiful day. Dude, I want to show you something, Vlad. You know, I want to show you something that I think you'll like a lot. It's a rapper called Lupe Fiasco, and he has a song out right now. It's called Samurai. Well, it got released 2 years ago. You're going to hear this beat, and you're going to think Nujabez, bro. And the lyrics are also phenomenal, man. Lupe is a very good writer, for sure. Check that song out. And look at your RuneScape's PMs. Slayer task, cows. Ooh, insane, bro. Let's go, man. 19, though. He just put 19 cows. Isn't that like the most insanely easy thing? And we'll do skits. Thank you for the rec. You know it, baby. Here to spread good music and good stuff. Again, bro, listen to this right now, man. I'm not kidding, Vlad. Listen to this right now. It's only 3 minutes long. 3 and 16. And then after you listen to it, come back and tell me if that doesn't sound like a Nujabez beat, and if that doesn't sound like somebody who would rap over like a Nujabez type beat as well. Like my man Lupe got lyrics. You know, it's kind of like substantial and sign and stuff. Which song was it again? It's called Samurai. Lupe Fiasco. I'll write it down here. Lupe Fiasco Samurai. Like that. Lupe Fiasco Samurai. Right there. Listen to this right now and then come back and tell me. Damn. Right? The beat is very Nujabez-esque, and also the lyrics, you know, again, Samurai is very Japanese, right? And again, like, dude, you know, if the homie was still here making beats, I know he'd make beats for Lupe Fiasco. He's just that kind of guy, bro. For real. So, and yeah, I can in the field, and let me take 1 minute or less. Yeah. So yeah, man. So imagine, man. Phoenix and some of the homies have been rocking with me. I think Vlad and I know of each other from the beat making days, which was like the second arc of my YouTube career. But some of us have been here, man, again from the anime days. And again, I still rock my you know, the man in my profile picture is Luffy with the thug glasses. And I think that's going to be my profile picture for a long time. You know, while my thoughts about One Piece have honestly deteriorated over time, you know, again, like, you know, when Luffy is very, I look up to Luffy a lot, bro. Like, Luffy is still a top G for me. He's very inspiring. He's he's just the man's, bro. Before, I used to be Sanji. You know, we had a black and white picture of Sanji from the manga. But then, you know, I was like, you know, I kind of want to do something more goofy. And let's see if I have it somewhere here. Skits. Oh my God, we're gonna see another day. Yeah, these are like t-shirt ideas. What is gay is not having sex with the homies. Some YouTube comments that I was gonna do. Stop being sexual. Like, these are like all like things that I would individually print out and frame as like a poster in my wall. That's why I got screenshots. Things that the homies have been saying in the chat for a minute. But do we have... What the hell, man? Where is it? Yeah, this was, I think, one time the banner. And that's it? Really? No way. So Skitsland here. No, man, it looks like the Sanji profile picture is nowhere to be seen. Damn. That kind of sucks. That's weird. Normally I kept a record. No, you know what I think I did? I must have deleted them. And yo, that was a good song. I told you guys. I told you guys that Lupe Fiasco Samurai was amazing. And again, bro, if you hear Samurai, if you've listened to Samurai Champloo OST, and you know who Nujabes is, you know, dog, like that sounds like a Nujabes type beat. And the MC, again, Lupe is doing something beautiful, bro. Legendary tier. And according to the legend, Caleb lurks the chat when the moon is full. Yeah. Yeah, man. Caleb has been here since like day one, bro. Imagine that, man. Caleb has been here since the dawn of this like YouTube channel type shit. And yeah, I can't believe 3 years and a little bit have gone by, man. Again, bro, what our anniversary is April 25, 2023. So 2024, 2025, 2026. And now we're in like June, May. We're like 3 years and a month and some change. I honestly can't believe it. Time has gone by way too fast, man. And, you know, I still think of myself as, like, maybe I got some years in the game. I got 1,000+ days. You know, just making videos or streaming or doing whatever. But I still would consider myself a oh my God, what did I do? There we go. I still think of myself as a very infant, you know, YouTuber. Like, yeah, we've made a lot. We have like 1,600 videos, man. This is absolutely insane. It's more than a video per day type shit. So I have a ridiculous output, but I still think, again, like we haven't seen the best of me yet. And I think, again, like the best is yet to come. I've explored, I've dabbled in, you know, different types of like content and shit. And at the very least, I know that 3 years and some change, I love YouTube, man. Like, I love making videos. I love live streaming. This is what I want to do for a while. I love you guys. I love our community, man. Like, again, I am very, very lucky, man. I am, without a doubt, I have to be one of the luckiest people in planet Earth. Because, yeah, man, like, again, it's like not only has YouTube given me a wonderful community, man, like some of you guys are genuinely like my friends and my brothers, bro, and I owe YouTube a lot, bro. I owe being a content creator specifically and a YouTuber or a live streamer, I owe that a lot. And I owe a lot to you guys as well, man. You guys saved me from like loneliness. You guys save me from sadness sometimes. You guys give me a reason to create, man, and to exercise my creativity, man, and do just dumb shit, you know, or sometimes music, or sometimes interesting things. It doesn't matter what it is. I fucked up. Uh-oh. No, never mind. We're good. So, and yo, Skids, I wanted some life advice. How do you move on from something? And time does go away way too fast, gang. And in October, it will be our wedding, meeting anniversary. Yeah, 2 years now, man. Holy Jesus. It's crazy. Now, how do you move on from something? Let's talk about our anniversary in more detail after we've done, you know, kind of telling Phoenix what to do. And I also want everybody who has anything to say about how to move on to say something. You know, I think if Evidence is still here, or you know, Vlad, Mark, everybody. You know, I think there are multiple ways of moving on, and it would be interesting. Again, we got the brother here, we got brother Phoenix here, and I think we can all come together and say something that could be significant or important to him. Alcohol or drugs work for most. No, that's not a good idea. And you can't change the past, but you can change the future. Yeah, or the present even. You can do something about today, right now. And and by the way, welcome to the stream again, my G Caesar. Hopefully, you're having a beautiful day. Now, I will say, and seriously, I will say, you know, you gotta let time do its thing. You can't really rush, I don't know, either like a breakup, or like, let's say if you had a falling out with a friend. And wait, does alcohol really work? No, it doesn't, man. Nope. Forget that. It makes it worse. Don't. He was just joking. And he was just joking. It's not a serious answer. And hello, I be lurking around, busy at work today. And alcohol with friends works to have a good time, not to forget about shit. Anyways, again, you have to, yeah, and if by working you mean ruin everything, sure, exactly. All right. So, you know, you gotta let time do its thing. It's not easy. You know, again, when you end a relationship, or when a relationship ends, no matter what kind it is, a girlfriend, a best friend, a friend, you know, it hurts. And my G, Hat Bobber, hey Skids, hey my man, welcome back to the stream, sending you a big hug. It's life advice time, or story time. Right now, giving a homie, Phoenix, he's asking a question. How do you move on? And we can all chime in. And starting a new positive habit is great to move on, man. Absolutely. I think Noah hits the money right there. And yeah, welcome back. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day, my G. There's my man, Tilted Blunder, right here. Look at him, huh? He's so beautiful, man. What's going on? And hey, Skids. Hey, my G. So, again, like, it is again, it's painful. A lot of relationships will end, a lot of friendships. And sometimes it's going to be, again, you're just going to sit down. You're just going to be, you know, you're just going to be feeling down about it, feeling sad. Again, especially when the relationship in question is a very significant one, man, you know. Especially when, again, you know, you're talking about the loss of a friend, of a very important friend, the end of a very, you know, significant relationship. It's kind of brutal, man. But go slam some beers outside in the sun with friends. You'll forget about whatever is troubling you. There's some truth there. You know, I like the outside in the sun with friends. But slamming beers now, again, you could do something else. So won't do it then. That might work. Yeah, man. Again, you gotta let time do its thing. You are going to be again. It hurts. It feels pain. Adversity and loss sometimes is painful, but you gotta let time do its thing. I think Noah is saying something very wise. When you start doing something, when you get like let's say when you start leaning into healthy hobbies, right? To kind of, you gotta take your attention, you gotta take your focus away from the pain, right? Because if you connect with that consistently, again, that's where you're gonna be. But you gotta distract yourself. You've gotta keep yourself busy, as they say, right? So you lean into hobbies, you read more, you play more video games, maybe you pick up chess or you pick up something, or you hang out with friends. All right, keeping busy is going to cheat, right? It's going to overlap the pain one way, and eventually, after some time has passed, you will realize you've already moved on because you don't feel, you don't feel hurt. And again, I think understanding what's happening, like being very honest with yourself, you know, this ended because of this person doesn't want me anymore, or I don't want this person anymore, or I'm never going to see this person again, and it just is what it is, you know. You deal with it honestly. You don't run away from it. You engage it head on. And again, you look at the outcome for what it is, right? And eventually, man, it's like every day you start choosing to deal with it, every day it's going to hurt less and less and less. So, and again, there's not a right way to do it or a wrong way to do it. It's just you're going to have your own way. And to add to, like, let's say what Salad was saying jokingly, you know, maybe you do drugs and you drink yourself to death, right? Maybe that is a way to deal with it. That's the way some people choose to deal with loss and with hardship. It's not the best way. Believe me, you're going to dig yourself another grave while you're doing that. But again, man, like at the end of the day, you can't judge. We're not supposed to, man. Like, again, there's no right or wrong way on how everybody has a different answer. And again, many things can be true. Many things can be true at once. And gotta get that fire burning for something else you will love, or put in effort for an outcome you love. Absolutely. I think that's beautiful, man. Noah is absolutely on the money with that, bro. You know, he struck diamond. Gotta give a clap to my man right now. I'm liking Noah, man. We're gonna have him as a teacher. You know, he is already a teacher. If you say that shit, you are wise or very intelligent. We need to get this man into the Skidstone University as a teacher. So I'll just focus on my studies for now. That's good. But again, don't only focus on your studies. Diversify, bro. Do more than just study. Go hang out with friends, play video games, read manga. Not everything is studying. Studying is important for sure, and if you want to focus on that, go ahead. But diversify the portfolio, bro. Diversify the assets. And again, when you have multiple things that you can rely on, you will have more chances to succeed. And vitamin D does wonders. Yes. Going out in the sun. Yes. And in all seriousness, just go do an outdoor activity, even if it's just for a short walk or something. Absolutely. I think we can give now that we've seen true Caesar, you know, I think we can give a clap for that. Caesar's right on the money. The sun helps. You want to stay indoors when you're sad, when you're depressed. I know. I've been there, done that. But again, man, the sun is a goated resource, man. Not only is it providing photosynthesis for plants and for us, oxygen and shit, the sun, bro, it ain't darkness. It's light. Again, man. And we are more diurnal creatures than night creatures. And yeah, some of us are romantics. Oh, I love the full moon and being atop of my castle, thinking about my beloved. You know, some homies be like that. I've been like that too. But the sun, greater than the moon. Infinitely. All right? What my man see, he ain't saying go outside and walk at night. He's saying go and walk outside during the day and see homie sun. All right? Legendary advice. We're going to have to, we got more teacher positions being filled right now in Skits-Tony University. So, and love is weird shit, man. It is, man. But again, true love is G. All right? True love is certified. When you got real love from the homies or from the girl or from family, you know that shit real, bruh. Because true love doesn't waver. True love doesn't make you, like, you know, doesn't confuse you, right? True love is never disrespectful. It's always certain. It doesn't lead you to confusion. If it's that, then it ain't true love, bro, you know? True love doesn't have any doubts. Sometimes you doubt, for sure. But, like, when you really, really doubt shit, and you're like, you know, that ain't love, bro. That is something else. So, you know, Maji, again, sometimes relationships are confusing, and sometimes the person that you like and the dynamic that's going on, maybe that's going to make you think certain shit. And you're like, damn, you know, what's going on? But again, remember this, man. Somebody who would really love you, bro, is never going to hurt you or confuse you intentionally. Because love only meets love, bro. Again, bro. And maybe some shit happens. Maybe dumb shit happens as well. You can argue, you can fight, but it's never intentional. It's never like, yeah, I'm going to put this homie down for no reason. Nah, bro. Love don't do that. True love don't do that. You know? So, just remember that, my man, you know? Just remember that, bro. And I did start going for walks recently, but it's monsoon season here, so mostly no sun. And you gotta put yourself in the hyperbolic time chamber. Train until the sun train until the sun comes out again, and until the rainy season stops. And clank clank, it's the man, it's the myth, the beautiful creature Jordy in the bazillion. Welcome back to the stream, IG. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day, and hopefully you had an amazing weekend as well. Here we are talking with the boys. We're in philosophy class right now. Having a class. Multiple teachers are gathered right now, saying wisdom and trying to guide a homie who's asking for advice. So, dang, stay safe in the monsoon, homie. But I do feel good after the walk. See? And let's go, baby. And love is a chemical cocktail served fresh to the brain. I guess, yeah, I guess. And what up, evidence, says my man Noah. And I will be safe, G. That's it. And not much, man. Chilling, listening. You know, I wish I had something to add, but I'm struggling too, and I don't want to say the wrong things for the brother. But Skits is right. Love is real when it's real. Yeah. We might have to even make a t-shirt out of that one, man. Evidence here is giving us What was the first one? Where it got? You got it where? Where you got it? That was the first one, and now it's love is real when it's real. I mean, that is some Aristotelic shit right here. Love is real when it's real, you know? And then you gotta put a fax underneath it like this. F-A-X. Fax. Damn. Look where it got it. Yeah, look where it got it. That's the one. Guys, don't forget that shit. We're going to be making t-shirts. All right? And half the proceeds of these t-shirts, matter of fact, 75% of these proceeds, they're going to go to the man no evidence. If he wouldn't have said this shit, we wouldn't even be talking about it, right? Facts. Yeah. So, guys, remember, when we make these t-shirts happen, you know, look where you got it, number one, and love is real when it's real. Guys, dude, again, I'm beginning to think no evidence is like a scientist. This man, he is the supreme teacher of us all. He's like, I don't got shit to say, I don't got nothing. But, you know, love is real when it's real. It's like, what? You said something already, man. It's amazing. Holy shit, man. Beep, boop, brrr, facts coming in, yeah. And Will Skits is still busy. I see the grind never stops. Oh, never, man. If I'm healthy and I'm doing good, my G, impossible. We wake up every single day grinding, shining, you know. And again, man, we gotta be lucky here. You know, again, I gotta be one of the luckiest human beings on planet Earth for real. I think I don't want to say I got it easy, but yeah, man, I love YouTube. I love you guys. I love making shit, you know, and I love the community, man. I love you guys. It's hard to not be present when so many G's, you know, be here type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and girls aren't like cats. When they playing with their toys, they know they can get the toy, but they try to get it from under the door. It's always the harder way when them other worse while we leaders. Yep. My wife drives me crazy sometimes on my own. Again, man, sometimes it be like that. Relationships, you know, and again, you know, we're men. We got dicks. We got balls. And women, they don't. They got coochies. They got titties. They got more curves. It's just different. You know, don't they say like men are from Mars and women are from Venus? Some shit like that. That has some truth. Again, we might be speaking the same language sometimes, English or Spanish or whatever, French, Italian, Chinese, Japanese. But sometimes we speak boys. We speak men. And women don't understand that shit. And likewise, sometimes women be talking. I don't understand that shit. You know? And love is driving 12 hours round trip to pick up your girlfriend that just totaled her car. Yes, that is what my Saturday consisted of this past weekend. Let's go, man. Let's go, baby. And your wife drive me crazy too. Pause. Mark, what's going on? And watch yourself, G. Respect, feel me? Yeah. Yeah. And that's a joke, bro. Thank God it was a joke. And yeah, they do say that proverb. What does that even mean? What, men come from Mars and women come from Venus? Again, we speak different languages. We're just completely different beings because we're gender locked, right? Men do manly things. Women do womanly things. And men and manly things and womanly things sometimes don't overlap or don't, you know, it's just different. So, a man talks shit about man, but in the end ex-friend might be asshole, but he is her asshole. A woman talk bad about other women to other women and got B word is a B word. Facts. Yeah. You know, facts. And okay, I know what it was with 2Ks. So yeah, man, that's what it means, you know. And also, happy late Father's Day to any fathers here. God bless, my G. Thank you. Skit's the father of us all. Pet father. He qualifies, yeah. Father to Jack as well, huh? Yeah. My G's, everybody deserves flowers, all right? Even if Mark deserves his flowers. Evidence deserves his flowers. Salad. Phoenix. Noah. Vlad. Everybody, all right? We goated. We superior. We warriors, all right? Especially Mark, man. I think Mark calls himself Papa. Uh-oh. You know, you say Papa to anybody else, lightning will start summoning from the sky. Can't have that. And what the hell did I do again? You haven't done anything bad, Maji. You've only done good things, bro. All right. It's just that sometimes we gotta send in the Ultimate Warrior, and we gotta T-plex. We gotta T-plex you. Just because, man, it's for the bit. It's for the meme. And have you unlocked Ancients yet? I don't think so. We're doing Slayer, like, I don't even know what to tell you, bruh. T-plex me, Poppy. Ooh. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, my God. I think I had a YouTube video idea, bruh. And I'm not kidding. I think that the YouTube video's title is going to be Saying Uwu is Retarded. You know, I am not kidding, bro. I am not kidding. But now I think I'm going to have to make it. Thanks to Mark here, man. He just gave me he just gave me the green light. Saying Uwu is retarded. Yeah, I think that's going to be the next release. You know? And bursting on these things goes crazy. Yeah, I know. But I'm stupid again. You know, and I like to take my time, bro. You know, the thing is like, again, we got to be streaming. And imagine what happens when you burst Necreals or Dust Devils in 20 minutes instead of doing it in 2 hours. You see what I'm saying? Like, as a streamer, you want to drag things out so that you stream more. You don't want to do 5 Slayer tasks in 5 minutes. Maybe if you're playing Efficiency Scape, you want to do that. But if you're live streaming, you want to do 5 Slayer tasks in 20 hours. Because that is content! Gotta keep it real, boys. Again, we're not one of these idiots who's like, time is running out, and you just disintegrate. No, and like, no. We got time. Got 20 hours, matter of fact. And it gives your boy time to catch up. See? Multiple angles. Multiple things could be true at once, so when I burst, YouTube send me illegal threats, says Mark. And GPscape, yeah, man. And that gives sit on my face mommy energy. Yeah. Well, you know, I also want to make a YouTube video talking about Sykkuno, right? This guy. Maybe you know who he is, maybe you don't. But I kind of want to come into the defense of Sykkuno. If you know who he From this is what looks maxing is, boys. From this to this. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Again, from this to this. All right? Oh my dear Lord. Anyways, you know, they've been saying that my man is a predator. What? A predator? You know, if we're going by the court of public opinion, and something that I will kind of condemn homie for, is, you know, he cheated on his girlfriend. You know, and it wasn't a one-time thing. He cheated on his girl with multiple bitches. But that's not a predatory behavior. That's, you know, idiotic behavior, if anything, but it's not predatory. But this is the kind of man that says, ooh, woo. It's like, you see this beautiful girl, whatever, there's a conversation between beautiful girl and man, right? Beautiful girl asks the man, hi, how are you? And you just give me this? You know how they fucking do this sometimes in anime? They do this. Well, I woke up and I had a bad dream, ooh. And it's like, what's the bad dream? I thought you and I were never going to be friends anymore. It was a nightmare, ooh. Ah! Oh. Like, dude, that is a super effective attack. Critical hit. You only have a focus sash on, and that's why you're left at 1 HP. That's how you don't die. Huh? Got in trouble right there. She says, wife says, don't scream like you're in a mental asylum. Uh-oh. So that's the only that's the only defense I can give homie. Like, again, people are saying this guy's a groomer and a predator. No, he's not. He's the, like, is he a goober? Like, dude, again, who the fuck says, oh, I had a nightmare, and my nightmare, he puts like the soft anime protagonist voice. My nightmare was that you and I aren't friends anymore. Get the fuck out of here. All right? That is diabolical behavior. But that is not predatory or a groomer. No. And what is a goober? I don't know. A goober could be many things. Search Urban Dictionary. You got to search that up and see what it means. It has multiple definitions, but that's what this guy is. A goober, right? But again, I don't even want to defend the homie. I want to talk shit. Yeah, especially me. You know, after I released a video called How Was It? Look at this magnum opus. Don't talk shit about anybody. All right? I released this. Call me hypocrite, skits. I'm talking shit. No, I'm going to keep it real. You know, again, like, cheating on your partner is diabolical. All right? But he is, again, they've been throwing words around that, you know, aren't accurate to his labeling. All right, he's not a predator. What the fuck are you talking about? He is a cheater, sure. But again, that's not the point. The point is saying ooh-woo is retarded. That's the next YouTube video. Matter of fact, I'm going to record that immediately after I'm done streaming. So, and I need whatever he did with his hair. All right, fair enough. This is leveling up for sure. This is actual looks maxing. You get this. You get this. Again, you see this chopstick going on here? And then he's got like the fucking emo anime protagonist hair. Like, dude, what the fuck is going on? He did some shit. He glowed up for sure. But, and again, I don't want to judge the homie. I don't want to say he's a bad person or whatever. Like, he did cheat. What are the facts? He did cheat. That is terrible. That is not, you know. Would you like to get cheated on? I don't think so, right? Terrible. But again, some people stretch the narrative. Some people stretch reality way too far. And they start saying shit, you know what? For clout. C-L-O-U-T. Clout. No. If you ask me, that is as despicable. Maybe they're in two different ballparks, cheating on somebody and being a clout demon. But again, when you're incriminating somebody for something very specific, and it's like, you know, it's like saying that a thief, somebody who stole a chocolate bar at a gas station, it's saying, yeah, this guy who stole a chocolate bar, he's a thief. He's not a fucking murderer. All right? He's a thief. A thief steals shit. A murderer kills people. All right? So, and if you ask me, being a clout demon, and you're going to spread misinformation, you're going to start building narratives that aren't fucking real, and especially if you the side hoe, you the girl, he cheated on his girl with you her, and you got the nerve to say he's a predator and he's a groomer. Shut the fuck up. Sit your ass down. Shut the fuck up. Again, it's stupid. And Goober Gooner, who actually talks to girls, I think so at least. And it's what we call people in the 90s. More of a white slang. And Goober means peanut or a foolish person. And the real problem is that people spend their time concerning themselves with that kind of content. Yeah, true that. We should. But again, YouTube's, we in the space, all right? Saikuno is an op. Not an op, but, you know, again, he's a creator. And maybe I spend too much time watching slop as well. Call that a guilty pleasure of mine. You know, I hang out in the WestJet YouTube channel a lot, all right? I don't see everything anymore, but again, look at this. Yikes, Pokimane, yikes, Ethan Klein, uh-oh, Mr. Beast broke, uh-oh, Hassan just got finished on. Look, I'm watching all these videos, man. This is the way that I keep up, or one of the ways that I keep up with what's going on. Who did what did who, you know? And Salad is absolutely right. Caesar is absolutely right. We shouldn't even be talking about this shit. The world will still go round, you know? The world will still orbit the sun. This isn't really important. But again, who the hell said I'm perfect? Right? And I am guilty. All right? I am guilty. I am guilty. I watch slop. All right? Not everything has to edify you. Not everything has to, you know, develop your character. You don't have... Again, I don't believe in productivity maxing 24 hours a day. You gotta waste your time. In order to be productive, you sometimes have to be... You gotta have windows in your day where you're not. You know, you're just scratching your balls. You're playing RuneScape. You're leveling up your Pokemon. Right? You can't. It's unrealistic. So, cancerous content, yeah. I can't stand that whole group, Saikuno, Pokemon, whoever the F else they hang out with. Yeah, they're like the Avengers of like the Avengers of the terrible influencers, right? Or content creators. I don't know, but again, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to say that. You know, I want to keep it real to the YouTube video that I made not a while back. You know, don't talk shit about anybody. I'm not here to talk shit about Saikuno or anybody, Pokemon, whatever, Pokemon. You know, again, it all unfolds right in front of our eyes. You know, certain information was released. Homie's a cheater, but you look into Sykkuno's story, and it's a fountain of memes. It's just, it's so meme worthy, bruh. Again, like the game that he has, it's like uwu, right? Uwu. And we were saying initially that saying uwu is retarded. Now, bruh, you know, and again, what actually happened? He cheated on his girl. Facts, right? That's terrible. I'm not saying he's a terrible person, but he did a terrible thing. But at the end of the day, I don't know, homie. You know, I'm not gonna judge him. I'm gonna say the facts, though, you know. But I'm not here to blaspheme here, the homie. I'm just here to take some of the game. You know, I'm here to embrace yeah, the glow up. And you know, ooh, that's how he got multiple bitches. It's crazy. This man's game could be studied. That's all I'm gonna say. And man, if anyone wants to learn how to erase online controversies from everyone's collective conscience, they should learn from iShowSpeed, handle the iShowMeet incident. I'm gonna say something even more important about Speed. You know, there's a greater controversy that Speed partook in, and it was when he was in like a date show with Aiden Ross, and Speed asked this woman or this girl, if we were the only two human beings in an island or on the entire planet, who's gonna stop me from like reproducing with you? Or do you guys remember that? Or are you guys familiar with that? And then he looks down at this girl and he's like, yeah. The girl answers like, I'm not, you know, would you reproduce with me or type shit? Would you have a child with me? And she'd be like, nah, you know, that's some incest type shit behavior. And then Speed's like, who's gonna stop me? You know? Who's gonna stop me? He said. Yeah, and he was wild for that. He did. That was way out of pocket. But again, what you're going to realize and what you're going to find out about every single human being in the entire planet is that we all fuck up from time to time. We all make mistakes. The thing is, it's just different when you are a celebrity, when you're one of the biggest streamers. You know, everybody's got a magnifying glass on you. And again, that's something that he has that we don't. Again, when I fuck up, the only person who knows that 100% of the time is my wife. But you guys don't know. You know, sometimes I fuck up here in my house. You know? But you guys don't know that. Or some of you, you know? And likewise, you know, maybe Mark has an argument with Mrs. Mark, or he does some shit. It's just he's gonna be the only person to find out, and Mrs. Mark or his co-worker, some shit. Not the rest of the world. But you can't say that with people who are online and who are famous online, right? Again, iShowSpeed is chronically online. He's streaming everything. So it's very easy to judge Speed because you see him fuck up in front of you, you know, your own two eyes. And again, you know, that's out of pocket. I agree. And I mean, bro was just memeing. I don't think you can say that when you see the clip. I don't think so, man. See the clip? He was very passionate. He was very intent. He looked angry when he was saying that shit. And pretty sure people took that as funny more than they try to cancel him. I don't know. Again, I'm not gonna put myself in the shoes of other people. I'm gonna put myself in my own shoes and have my own conclusions. And again, homie looked genuinely angry when he said that, when that happened. But you know, again, he fucked up. He realized that, and you know what he did? Not long after, he apologized. He's like, yeah, man, I was out of pocket. It was fucked up of me. You know, I'm sorry. I fucked up. And to be fair, he is playing a character all the time. At his axe, those skits crash out funny type. And yeah, I think you got the wrong read on that one. Again, man, watch the clip yourself and come to your own conclusions. Uh-oh. The music finished. I think we're going to have to rewind this. So, could it have been a super tier maximum meme? It can. I'm not going to rule that out. Again, many things can be true, bro. But I disagree. And I can. So I've seen that shit multiple times. And those are my conclusions. Again, I'm not saying you guys could be wrong. You know, you guys could be right as well. There's a possibility. So, and he could be playing a character for sure, but he just took it too far, man. He took it way too far. And I'm not here trying to cancel Speed. I love Speed. Again, Speed is a GOAT, bro. Speed, I think Speed deserves everything good going on his way, bro. He's worked hard. He's a hard worker. And I think he's a good kid, bro. And when everything is said and done, I think he's a good guy, man. He's a good kid. He's one of the good ones, bro. But again, the whole point of this is, again, every single person fucks up, bro. It's just different when you're a top tier celebrity. And again, Speed, I think Speed right now is the biggest live streamer in the entire world. And the difference between Speed and the second biggest live streamer in the world is massive. It is fucking gigantic. You could say Kai Cenat is in second place, maybe. Like, Kai Cenat is the second biggest streamer in the world. But again, like, Speed is a worldwide phenomenon, bro. You know? Speed. Oh, shit, I did. My bad. Speed is global right now. All right? Speed is fucking massive. Yeah, Speed is global, bro. Like, again, man, he got 237 homies waiting for Argentina versus Austria. Messi first World Cup game. Like he's done global, he's done tours. He's toured fucking Africa, he's toured Asia, he's toured Europe, he's toured South America. He's done North America, he's done like dog. And everywhere he goes, he just recognized, you know, he famous everywhere, globally. You know, and still knowing Beautyheart using magic, yeah, bro. Yeah. So, Spy says it's a what if situation, but bro took it too far in my opinion. Yeah, me too. I agree. And I have seen that clip. I thought the same shit as you skits, but that's his axe while gaming when he showed his meat on stream. I don't really know what the hell the I show meat controversy is. Like, did he have like a dick slip up or some shit on stream? Was he wearing shorts and his schlong came out in one split second? Like, was that it? I don't know. Was it? I take it to be. It had to be accidental. You know, I don't think it's something done with purpose. You know, let me take my dick out right now on stream and, you know, delete my entire YouTube channel because of that. Because that's what's gonna happen. I don't think how big you are. Well, maybe at this point, you know, Speed is so big, YouTube needs him. They'd be like, you know, fuck, what do we do? You know, Speed, I think, operates in a different tier. Again, he is the biggest live streamer in the world. Number one. There's number two is Kai Cenat. And the difference between Kai Cenat and Speed is that fucking big. Alright? Even if you streamer university, even if you do whatever the fuck, And again, I'm not. Kai Cenat is also pretty good, or pretty big, but he's not fucking global like Speed is. Like, they know Speed in Nepal, bro, and in Bangladesh, and in Singapore. They don't know Kai Cenat like that. Like, they know Speed in fucking Peru and Ecuador and in Venezuela. Kai Cenat, not there yet, you know. Kai Cenat is famous. He's pretty big as well. But he doesn't have, he unlike the heels of fucking IShowSpeed, bro. So, and by the way, Helix, welcome back, my G. And hopefully you're having a beautiful day, man. Here we talking with the boys, conversing while slaying. So, lunchtime, peace out, skits. Great stream today. Thank you, my G. I love you, bro. Enjoy that lunch. And he left it in the bag. I'm going to say it. Yeah, of course he did. And who was the second? I think, again, first live streamer, most poppin', global phenomenon, IShowSpeed. Second place, I'd say Kai Cenat. And the difference between, like, you know, Kai Cenat and IShowSpeed is, you can say IShowSpeed is like Super Saiyan God Goku. And you could say Kai Cenat is like Frieza or some shit. You know? And he was twerking and shit while playing FNEF, and that happened. Don't act like you never whip it out on stream. And Burnt Peanut clears both. Go. What are you talking about? And one of the in-laws died last week going to a funeral in a bit. Ah, man, my condolences, my G. Man, I wish I could give you a big hug, my mans. You know, funerals are never nice. They suck, man. Well, it is what it is, right? I wish, again, man, I wish I could give you a big hug, my G. So, yeah, we can talk about VTubers if you guys want to. I don't, like, I have my own fair things to say about VTubers. They're not good things either. But I think, yeah, I think Peanut is, I think the other day Caesar gave me some game about Peanut. It's just like a regular guy. He was, you know, he's been in the game for a minute, and he came up with this character eventually, and hey, that's when he started popping. And again, man, that's pretty cool. One up for Peanut. But 99% of VTubers, oh man. So, and what's the beef with VTubers? I don't got beef with VTubers. Got beef with anybody, but again, and I watch one Peanut play 1 hour of Tarkov, you'll have a different opinion on him, funny stuff. Again, I don't know anything about Peanut, bro. And I know more about Peanut from what you've told me about him than what I've seen online. You know, and again, I don't have anything bad to say about Peanut, bro. At all. You know, touche, bro. He doing his thing. Good, man, you know. Let's go, baby. I'm not qualified to talk about the man. I just don't know anything about him. I just know he's a peanut online. And he plays video games. That's it. Can't say anything. And I don't want to. Again, I don't know. I'm not qualified. You know. If you would ask me though, like, can you say anything about Toss 47 though? Now I am qualified to talk about this man, all right? I know him. He's like a gladiator, all right? He's got one sword in one hand. He's got a lightsaber in the other. And I could go on, you know? Because, again, I know the man. I have a relationship. That guy sucks. I know Helix. Again, man, I know Helix. I am qualified to say a thing or two. But I don't know anything about Burnt Peanut, bro. I don't know anything. So, I know he's big, or he's like famous. That's pretty much it. So, is there any way we can tell if it isn't AI behind a VTuber persona, except for the voice. I have no idea, Phoenix, actually. I have no idea. Maybe Helix would know. He got a good eye for shit like that. Like, my mans can tell CGI from non-CGI. I don't have... My thing is with music. I know when music is AI than when it's not. But maybe in the visual game, like, of course AI art has something going on. You know? And rude me, Mr. Helix. But nah, you know, again, I don't lack the, I don't have, so I do lack the expertise to be able to say. And I think, you know, the more time passes, like, the more fancy AI gets, so the more you're going to be able to deceive or do, like, the whole Turing test, you know, like, is this real, is this not? So just AI gets better with time, so it just is what it is, right? It be what it be. What am I doing, man? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think so. So, and it must be in the movement physics, if not the voice. And AI couldn't make up a fraction of the shit Peanut says. Dude is a comedian. I think he's not talking about Burnt Peanut. I think he's just asking in general, you know. So... And that was some Sundere dialogue from Toss. Maybe. And again, going back to the ooh thing. Like, they're again, it's just a word, right? It's just like, bruh, you can't. Okay, this guy. The physics in this idiot. There we go. Jesus. Again, it's just a word. There's no harm done with saying a word, right? Ooh, woo. But I know certain people unironically say it, and they say it with a lot of purpose and intent. And ooh is like to farm pity or sympathy, you know? I'm lonely, ooh woo. I'm sad, ooh woo. It's supposed to accentuate that. Shut the fuck up. You know, do you want me to make a controversial YouTube video? Real men should not say ooh woo. I think that's what we're going to change the video topic to. Real men. Or what? Only peasants say ooh woo. We gotta lean into the clickbait, and we gotta piss people off. If I've learned one thing, again, look at this, man. My most successful video so far right now of the new gen is looks maxing is absolutely retarded. You know, when I try to echo something good into the world, you're not a loser, my G. 64 views. Nothing. But now, and ooh is supposed to be a face. Kind of. Sometimes, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes, again, people say it with intent to just garner whatever. I don't even know. But again, when you again, man, don't talk shit about anybody. You can say this is arguably neutral to negative. You know, when I'm trying to echo out good things, one day you made from Rich Piana is absolutely legendary. 38 views. Losing doesn't make you weak. 15 views. Again, you're not an entrepreneur, you're an idiot. 24 views. Almost 9 more. So, and I have 2 question prompts that I think you should talk about. Go ahead, my man. Is one of them free run related, or are both of them free run? Could be. Yeah, guys, give me video ideas. I'll be glad to talk about them. And if Sundere tossed, yeah. Now I don't even know what that means. Thank God you don't. I thank God Caesar is not like anime savant, because there are certain things called Japanese isms. You know, uwu was certainly one of them. Or uwu was like when you clash your fingers like this, you look like a dog, like a helpless animal. You know, you don't know what to say type shit. And then you're gonna say something and you set it up with this. I don't know if what I'm gonna say is too cringe, ooh, or I don't know if what I'm gonna say is too, and you're just like, again, if you've been new to anime, maybe you're like, oh, how cute. But when you've seen this shit 1,000 times, you're like, does anybody have like a flamethrower I can like borrow for a sec? I need to light this man on fire, like right now. And in a world where you know that you are the only one with superpowers, which single power would you choose? Man, I think I'd know, like I could see into the future. If I could see into the future, I would instantly be a billionaire. Instantly. I would sports bet all my life. Well, and by all my life, I would just, spend time betting on, so-and-so is going to win. And I would just make billions of dollars betting on shit. And not only betting, but let's say if I knew Bitcoin was going to be worth so much, I would have, like, immediately when Bitcoin released, I would have bought all of them, And now that's where you're wrong, my G. There would be no excitement to life. No, I would just look into the future to make money. I'm not saying I'm looking into the future all the time. All right? And that's where you're wrong again. Life can be very exciting. And you could see into the future. Again, you don't have to use this power all the time. You can just use it very punctually to make money. And then I would do certain things with the money, And you can catch me stuttering while talking, but not some BS, yeah. And Necreal's unlocked? Yes, sir. Well, we've been with Necreals for a minute now, my G Loopy. And welcome back to the stream, my G. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. God bless you, my man. And yeah, seeing into the future would cause depression. That to you, it's all right. That's, if it's gonna cause depression to you, valid. It ain't causing depression to me. So if I had one superpower, says Phoenix, I would choose the time reversal like Tokyo Revengers. I think that. So money equals happiness. Contradicting yourselves, kids. Nah, man, I'm not. Again, you're. I don't think money equals happiness. But I would certainly use my superpower to give me a lot of money. I'm not saying that nothing. No. Yo, man. Caesar makes odd stretches. I get it. But hey, so I would choose the ability to manipulate matter. That would be interesting as hell too, man. And with money, you can buy happiness. Now, I don't agree. I can agree to a certain extent. But again, what is real as well is you got a person with infinite money. And you could be the most miserable person ever as well. And I'm not saying somebody like let's say Steve Jobs was truly miserable, but again, man, Steve Jobs' life took a drastic halt, and he certainly had all the money in the world, but he didn't have money in the world, all the money in the world to buy his happiness and to save him from his imminent death. You know? Again, pancreatic cancer took him out. So, and hey man, you got one superpower and the first thing your mind went to was money. Shrug. Again, man, like, you know, imagine what I could do with like $1 billion. Like, you know, I would still be doing the exact same thing I am right now. I would probably still have 2,600 subscribers. Nobody would know that I'm like a billionaire, but maybe you guys would know that I have a lot of money because I might be going to Helix's house, and you know, I might be taking a trip to Michigan where you are, or I might go visit Mark, and I might just, you know, open a business with some of you, or, you know, in your birthday, I'm going to give you $100,000, you know, or whatever. You know, I want to spoil my friends. I want to spoil my community. I would do that. If I had the power and or I had the money, I would spoil you guys to death, you know. And toss, the power you chose was explicitly stated that you save you time, and time equals money. So you ought to know better. And yes, but I am a firm believer that money is a big part of happiness in today's world. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to say money doesn't give you freedom or a certain freedom. And it's going to give you food to fill your stomach and clothes and toys and games and, you know, of course. But not money is not the all, is not the absolute. Again, and many things can be true at one time. So that's what I'll say. So Skids has made it a point in the past that it is not. Yeah, absolutely. Money is not the all and be all. I don't believe in that. I don't think you can buy a good person with money. Again, being good or being evil has nothing to do with money, right? Money doesn't buy you character. Money doesn't buy you intelligence. Money doesn't buy you how good or how bad you are as a person. You know? It gives you the freedom to do certain things or to look out for, it guarantees your survival for sure. You know, it gives you food, it gives you a roof over your head, it gives you clothing, it gives you stuff you need to live. But it's not the end all be all. Again, and money does not give happiness. You can use life as providing a foundation for happiness. So, and yeah, money in life just establishes a floor to normality in life, thus providing a foundation for happiness. Yeah, I can agree to what has just been said by both, by Loopy and by Helix. And yeah, you could still get rich and have a sick superpower. Like, again, man, if you were able to, you know, if you had all the properties of fire, and you could be like a fireman, like Ace in One Piece, or is there a superhero in Marvel or DC, the Fireman, really, like, or Superman, right? But let's say you just give him one element, fire, dominium, complete mastery and dominium over fire, and you could fly as fire. And you could release magma. You could certainly be a circus freak, or you could do a lot of things with your superpower and make a lot of money like that. But again, like, you're more normal, quote unquote, when you can see into the future. You can play your life. You can just be invisible. Literally, nobody has to know what your superpower is, especially if you know. If you have another superpower, you just shut the fuck up. All right? You don't tell anybody. You don't live a certain way that kind of rats you out. Again, you could be you could be invisible. All right? Now, when you're the fireman or the Iceman or fucking the light man, you're going to stand out because, again, a guy who's going to be like, I want to be fireman or Iceman or light man, you're going to fucking fly and, you know, melt things for no reason and make ice mountains if you're the ice mountain, you know? Like, you're going to be out there. Again, you know, I want to be invisible. All right? I don't want anybody to know that I can see into the future. I don't want, like, again, nobody's going to know if I can see into the future. Again, you know? Nobody's going to know. Nobody. So, again, I'm still gonna be a YouTuber. I'm still married to the same chick. I'm seeing every. I'm the same guy. It's just I have a lot of money, and I've met a lot of money with Bitcoin, with betting on specific like sporting events, you know. And I use this money to spoil my community and my wife, you know, and my dog. That's what I'm gonna do. So, more money equals less working, more SRS happiness. I like that. Yep. But yeah, what gives the most happiness is playing RuneScape. Yep. And money indirectly equals happiness is all you guys are saying. So, and Toss, there is no reality in this world where if you had a normal, non-wealthy person, if they had less money, they would be more happy. And to be honest, money brings in one aspect of happiness. No one can deny that. Yeah. And yes, you are literally agreeing with me, Helix. So, see you in like 2 years? What's going on? They're talking about PoE2 in the clan. Okay, I picked up a line. So, yeah, interesting conversations, guys. Very interesting conversations. I really love that. Maybe I am going to make a video about you know, I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and I'm actually going to use it in the video as well. So, Helix video idea about like the superpower. And good thing, because good SEO, because I can plug this stream to it. We can have a conversation about it more. And again, I always love, you know, video ideas from you guys. You guys are my family, man. And I'm going to do everything that I can to make you guys happy. You guys already make me happy. All right? And I don't need to be a billionaire either, you know? So, all right. Are you ready for the second question? No. Save that one for later because I got to go right now. Wife is pulling me in with her chakra. You know, she's menacing. I feel a menacing air. And I think I'm going to go have lunch right now. So, and let's do it, you know, little by little. So, yeah, my G. I'm going to bounce. I'm going to take care of some things. And I think I'm going to make these 2 YouTube videos. And then I'm going to turn the stream back on. All right, how about that? And I'm asleep as well, gang. Let's go, baby. And Blinks, have a good one. Skitsony, I love you, and all the homies. Thank you, my G. Likewise, man. You know how it is. So, yeah, my G's, you know. I didn't keep the track of time. I just wanted time to be, time to tell me that it was, you know, 3 hours, and we're already past 3 hours, which is great. Freedom blows, that's amazing. I like that. I like that. We might even make a video about that too. So catch y'all later, my G's. Helix, Salad, Phoenix, Blinks, Loopy, Mark, all my G's. Noah, Drop. Who else, man? We got a lot of homies that tuned in today. Vlad, Alex, Centurion, Jordy, Ava, Bobber, Evidence, all my G's. Thank you, man. I love you and I appreciate you so much. Thank you for rocking with me. I hope you enjoyed this stream as much as I did. If you're not subscribed already and you want to help me out, consider leaving a like. And if you're not already, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. It will always be free. And it's the only thing that I'm probably ever, you know, it's the only thing I'm probably going to ever ask of you to do for me. Other than maybe giving me, you know, 7 quintillion GP in old school RuneScape. And time to get back to work so I can acquire the source of happiness. Have a good lunch. Thank you, Maji. I appreciate you. And blows who? Uh-oh. So, yeah, I'm going to take care of lunch, some YouTube videos, and then I'm going to be back. Keep having a beautiful Monday. And if I don't see you in the next YouTube video or in the next live stream, I hope to see you soon. I love you. Thank you. And stay happy, stay safe, stay cozy. and I'll see you soon, my G.